What's going on, everybody? We got another Thursday night movie club going on. I appreciate anybody that's going to be jumping in with us tonight live. Any part of the live or catching a replay of this, truly appreciate it. Um, I'm not going to waste any time because it's more interesting the guests that I have on than just seeing me sitting around talking. So I'm going to bring out a good friend of mine, and I know a lot of you know him, but we're going to bring out. We got Rich Turnerfan77, man. What's going on?
What's going on, Corey? Thanks for having me. It's an
Oh, I
honor to
appreciate
be on your show. I appreciate it. I feel lucky because I've seen the people that you've had on here, and there's some pretty cool people. So I feel honored. So thank
Well,
you, man.
you're a pretty cool person, man. Don't sell
Oh,
yourself
no,
short.
no, no,
You're
no,
right up
no.
there, man. No, well, heck, just I feel like I should have had you on a long time ago. You know how life and everything else
Yeah,
happens, but I've gotten to hang out with you on your streams as well. Uh, Felt really lucky with that, especially very early on. I know I'm still super small, but when I was even smaller, if you can believe that, getting to hang out with you and David, those have been some great
yeah,
times to do those
yeah.
streams. I know you can always look back at that, but I honestly, the two of you, I had so much fun jumping in on those streams and looking forward to future streams that you have going on as well.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, those are some good times, man. I remember making you watch some bad movies.
but that
Yeah.
was that's the fun of those streams, though. You
Hmm.
don't know what you're gonna get in that, and there's some
Yeah.
surprises both ways because
Yeah.
I'll admit there was a few that you had on some of your lists that I was not looking forward to watching, and I ended up really enjoying them. And not necessarily that I didn't like the subject or whatever it was, but I was just like, it might be okay. But I ended up enjoying it a lot more than I thought I was going to. Like one that two that pop off top of my head, both very similar, both kind of bio, biography type films and about music, but there was Millie Vanilli's and then
Oh, yeah.
the Michael Jackson Thriller
Yeah.
40.
Oh, those were good.
Both of those were great, and I grew up with Thriller, so I love those. And Millie Vanilli, I'm not gonna deny that I didn't. I had the cassette back in the day, when that was all out
I
and
did too.
going. But both of those, I'm like, I don't know. But man, I those were so yes. There are some movies that I'm just like, nah, that was not for me. But I had some
Yeah.
great surprises like that too. That there was nothing that I really inherently didn't like about them, but I was just like, I don't know, it'll be okay. But I ended up enjoying them so much.
That's what was the fun thing between me and David is that the texts we would share back and forth
Yeah.
because I was in charge of scheduling the movies. About 99% of the time, I'm the one that scheduled the movies while he did all the other stuff. And I remember just back and forth. He would text me, he's like, "Bro, what the f is this? What are you making me watch?" And then he texted me, "My wife's mad at you. You made her watch this too." And um, yeah, those were the good times. It's funny. I was just going back reading our texts between me and Dave. Sorry, I'm gonna get emotional. It's still
That's
fresh.
okay. That's okay, man.
Um, I try to compose myself sometimes when I start talking about him,
No, it's
but
all
it
right.
gets hard. Um, yeah, I'm gonna, like you said, I'm gonna pass. Let's just keep
Okay.
talking.
Yeah. We'll keep
Yeah,
talking.
yeah,
We'll keep talking. But no, absolutely. Um, Great times, and that's one thing too with YouTube. It's kind of an interesting thing to think about. You don't think about right off the top of the bat, but it's something that you can go back to and
hmm
rewatch and revisit some moments and times. It's kind of like the home videos, of your family,
yeah.
and being able to do that. And um, that's something that I didn't think about at first when I started doing this, but maybe someday one of my family would be jumping out and be like, "Hey, look at Dad being stupid," talking about a movie or something like that, or
It's so funny you say that because that was like when I did them videos with my daughter. It was
yeah.
kind of a sneaky way just to get her to spend time, you know.
I loved it though.
And
It was good.
yeah, and now she's like, "Dad, I'm all about football, not about movies."
Just do it for your dad once in a while. Come on.
Yeah. But those are
But
fun times.
oh, absolutely. I know we have some people jumping in the chat, so I'm going to run through some of those really quickly, and we'll keep doing kind of bouncing back and forth as we're going
All
tonight.
right.
But we got Ryan in here. What's going on? Saying, hey, everyone.
What's up, Brian?
We got Huck's Pop
Oh,
Culture
Huck.
Cafe.
How you doing, Huckster?
Hello, sir. Saying hi to both of us. I appreciate it. Gizmo, I'm going to pass on yours, but I see you're reborn again. So I love seeing you out here. Oh, you're so funny, Gizmo. D, what's going on? Saying, what's up, Corey? ¿Cómo estás, D? See, I'm practicing. There we go. D and Chilo are great. I love seeing so many people in here. I'm already seeing names. I'm not getting
Oh,
through
that's
all of
awesome.
them yet, but a lot of people have YouTube channels their own or Instagram or something that they're doing, and
That's
it's
awesome.
it's always cool to see. Got Sam in here saying, "Hey, hey, hey, Ryan."
That's awesome.
Evening, everyone. Saying hi, Movie Hunter. How are we
What's
doing?
up, Movie Hunter?
We got
He's
Jimmy.
such a great supporter.
Oh, Movie Hunter's always. I see
Yeah.
him everywhere, man.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. And Jimmy in here, Scottish Geek guy, saying howdy, folks.
What's going on?
Tiana saying,
What's up,
hey,
Tiana? She's
Corey.
another one, man.
Another.
She's a great supporter. We love Tiana.
You see her name everywhere.
Hmm.
I don't know how many. I feel like I know I don't get around to everybody's streams as much as she does or things, and I'm like, man, I'm doing a lot, but she does. I know
She's
way
awesome.
more.
She's such a great supporter.
Absolutely. She's one of those names I saw very early when I started
Hmm.
jumping into people's live streams and to
Yeah.
chats. But Collector Movie Man saying, "Hey Corey, how we doing? You're really rocking the beard." It's still up for debate whether it's staying. It's at least yeah, probably not forever, but we'll see how far in the winter it goes. But it's blocking
It's
the wind.
Iowa. It's
Yeah,
cold.
yeah, it's blocking the wind a little bit. blocking the blocking the wind. Saying hi to Sam. Uh, look at that Santa beard. I know. I just gotta. That part just needs to fill into the rest of it, and then I'd have the Santa beard. Maybe instead of coloring it dark, I'll color it white, and I'll do the Santa beard. We'll see. Hey, we got Stacy in here, making a blockbuster night, saying, "Hey,
What's
hey,
going on,
Corey and
Stacy?
Rich. Always good to see you, man."
It's been a while, bud.
Yeah, I know. It's been. Yeah, I was gonna say that's another guy I need to go see in a movie again with sometime, or maybe the three of us sometime.
Yeah.
So we got Nikki in here, Jane Doe Latte, saying
What's up,
Corey and
Jane Doe?
Rich. How we doing? We got Holland. He's another one that's all
Yeah.
over the
He's a
place,
great supporter. Yeah.
saying hi to both of us. Gizmo, stop lying. You don't have friends. It's true. I like to pretend once in a while. I like to pretend. So you're one, Gizmo. You're one of my pretend friends. How about that? Collector Movie Man saying hi. I'm gonna skip by some of the highs back and forth. If I miss anybody's, it's not on purpose. Let me know if I miss anything, and we'll get back to you if you have any questions. We got Anthony, Anthony's Horn Moore, saying what up, everybody. But yeah, as we're going tonight, we're just going to be kind of chatting, going through a bunch of things. But if you have any questions for us, feel free to drop it in the chat. I will try to get to those. If I miss anything, you can throw it in there again because believe me, I can forget my own name. I said before, on a live
You
stream,
did.
so I can miss comments as well. So Huck was saying, Rich and Dave, you guys made a terrific team. Loved doing the by the numbers with you. Much love to you, brother.
Well, thank you, man.
Absolutely.
David loved you too, man.
Yep. That was good. Yeah, great guy. And you are too. So I'm not
Thanks,
taking
man.
away from that. But collection me man for my birthday. I might have missed a different one, but hey, if you got a birthday coming up, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Always got to celebrate those. Saying hi back and forth. We got Chilo. Here's Chilo in here saying, what's up, Corey? Thanks for dropping in, man. Gizmo. The blue is canceling again. Typical. Oh, Gizmo. I'll always talk to you. Just sometimes I don't highlight your comment on my screen. Love it. Bien, ¿y tú? ¿Cómo estás? Muy bien. Muy bien. See, that's about all I can do with those. D. Lord Gary Dondo, producer, saying, hello, guys. How are we doing?
What's going on?
I'm doing
Got a
pretty
long
good.
name there.
I know. I took my time with it. I took my time. I figured I was
You
gonna
got it
mess it
right.
up. I was gonna mess it up. We got Prince in here
What's
saying,
up, Prince?
"What's up?" I'm gonna
Hey, I didn't
be.
forget about your movie. My next live stream. I don't know if I'm gonna do it next week because I got Comic Talk next week, but I'm still doing your Liam Neeson movie. I've already watched it. I got scored. So my
Oh,
next live
nice.
stream, I'll be talking about it.
Can I ask what movie it was? Is that too much? Or if
No,
you
it's
if
okay. No, it's Abandoned. I think.
oh,
I
okay,
think
I
that's what
haven't
it's
seen that
called.
one. No, I haven't seen that. Nice.
I think that's what it's called.
Got Laren in here saying, "No, seriously, the beard looks incredible." This ages me a little bit. I get all those white hairs sticking out of it, but that's all right. Laren saying, "Hey, Wilk and Rich."
What's going on? Some of
Uh,
you guys I don't know, but hi. It's great to for you guys to be here.
and I should say that right now too. We'll hit on it again. In the description of the video here, I do have some of Rich's information. If you have not come across him before, on YouTube, I have the Turnerfan77 link and I have the Faces for Radio link. And then on Instagram, I have the Turnerfan77 link out there.
Well, thank you, man.
So,
Appreciate that.
yeah, absolutely. So, if anybody if you're new to Rich, please go check out those. Go hit those. Sub up to him. Hit the
Please do.
bell thing. Check out the stuff he's got coming out. And like I always say with these things, it's so hard to get our channel seen by different people. And every single person, just one or two, whatever, we appreciate every single one of them. So doesn't cost you anything. Go check him out. See some of the things he's posting, and you might find your next favorite channel. If you haven't come across them before. So
That's how the last two guests you had, that couple, and then that lady you had last week.
yeah.
Um, didn't come across them until I saw your show, and I was like, oh my gosh, they both had good stuff.
Oh yeah. No, they're. I've had fun doing this too because it's been a big thing for me. Like a lot of times, some of the people that I have on, they're new to me as well, and I'm just kind of getting into their content, and it's fun for me to dig into it more. But then I'm just like, hey, instead of me just digging into it by myself, like, hey, everybody come on in here, take a look at the stuff, and um, if it ends up not clicking with you, no harm, no foul. You move on. But if it does, it doesn't cost you anything, and you got a new
Right.
channel to check out and some cool content to watch or take in.
Yep.
So, oh, we got Sam saying here just subbed. So,
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it.
yeah, thank you, Sam. Always appreciate it. Saying hi to Holland. I don't know how far. I always fall behind so far in the chat.
It's so easy to
Uh,
do.
Chilo saying that's great, Corey. We will be get you practicing Spanish. LOL. Yeah, my 2 years of high school Spanish. I got to start beefing it up a little bit past that. So, definitely, yeah, that's one thing I wish I would have stuck with more. But maybe I will pick it up again. It was my 42nd birthday on Monday, the 25th. Well,
Oh,
happy
happy late
birthday to
birthday.
you. Yeah,
Hopefully you had some fun.
I got some years on you. That's all right, though. It's all right. We're not too far apart. But happy birthday. Yeah, I hope you had a great day and enjoying the next new year and many more for you, for sure. Prince was saying it's absolution. Yep, yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
that's
what
what
it's
you're
called.
saying. Yep. Saying hi to Chilo. Collector Move Man saying, but you have a good night, Corey. I want to finish up something I was watching. Oh, no problem. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi
Yeah.
and have fun watching what you're watching. So Rich,
Yeah.
we were talking about just, I don't know, movies, collecting, or
Hmm.
YouTube stuff, everything like that. And through this whole crazy thing, it's become a big thing of my social life where I've gotten to meet so many good friends like yourself through this. And I've been lucky enough to meet up with you in person a few times. And
Yeah. That's been
um,
fun.
yeah, absolutely. I hope we get to do it again here soon.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so did you ever think that that was something that you were going to do when you jumped into this whole thing, whether it's
No.
Instagram or YouTube? But did you ever
No.
foresee like making friends and like going and meeting them actually in person and going doing
No.
things together?
no, not in a million. Never crossed my mind. I'm like, I would. This is gonna sound bad, and
No,
please don't judge me because I
no,
always stick my foot. If you guys know me, I always stick my foot in my mouth.
we all do.
But I wouldn't make fun of people. Not make fun, like joke around, like oh, you meet your internet friends, and you're gonna go
Yeah,
have fun with your internet friends. And then lo and behold, I make internet friends, and
yeah,
then we go off to Des Moines or go to the movies. And
yep.
I am so thankful for these internet friends. They're
I am too.
great.
It's yeah, no, it's really nice to be able to do that and make connections with people with it. And I'll say that even with my family, my kids are older and grown up or whatever, but my son, he still jokes around when I do some of these things. He's like, "Oh, Dad, you got a play date tonight?"
Yeah,
Like a kid play date or whatever, to go
right.
hang out on the internet and talk. And I'm like, "Well,
hmm
yeah, kind of," but he's just
My
giving me a hard
daughter,
time.
my daughter be like, "So this is how Dad's gonna die. He's gonna go meet with one of his friends, and they're gonna kill him."
Okay, no, that's funny that you say that though, because one of the first times I met up with anybody in person, you I think were going to do
hmm
it, but you couldn't, and you ended
I
up
could make
not
it.
being able. Work didn't work out or whatever. Uh, so again, my son, he got some of my sarcasm. I think I passed that on to him. So through the day, he's like texting me messages, and he's like, "Dad, blink twice if you need help," or different things. Like he's joking around with me, and um, so
Yeah,
it was kind of funny with that. But yeah, it's interesting.
yeah. My
It's a
daughter was
go ahead.
joking. Well, my daughter was joking around with me about it a lot. Like, that's how Dad's gonna die. He's gonna get chopped up into pieces.
That's what my son was. He was like sending me all these texts. He was like, "Are you meeting in a public place? Are there people around you?" And I'm like, "Shut up!" And he's totally just being sarcastic and giving me a hard time about it.
Right.
But it's like I warn my kids all these days. I'm like, "Don't meet up with people you meet on the internet."
hmm
And then here I
Oh,
am. I'm like, "You guys want to go buy movies at Barnes and Noble?" you know,
right.
and we all go meet up and
Yeah.
go out to a bunch of strangers go shopping for movies.
Yeah.
But it's a good
Yeah.
time.
That was
And
so much fun. Yeah.
yeah, and we've gotten to see some pretty interesting movies too, like a couple of them in
hmm
the theater together. um is there anything that's like really itching for you to get out to the theater now or like here soon?
Um,
That's
I want to see Anora. Um,
Oh, I've heard
I want
some.
to see that.
I don't know much about it, but I've heard people talking about it.
Yeah, I want to see. There was another one I really, really want to see, and it's blanking me. Um, Night Bitch. That's what it was with Amy Adams. I
Oh,
want
I
to
don't
see
know
that.
anything about that one.
Yeah, I've only seen one trailer, and I like Amy Adams, and it
Yeah,
looks kind of like something different than she normally does. So there's that. Um, I'm trying to think what else. There's really not much coming before the end of the year that I'm dying to see. Super, super excited. We got Craven, but we all know how that's going to end. Um,
there's a
we got
possibility.
Mufasa coming out, which I'm intrigued by that.
Yeah,
Sonic 3. My son wants to really, really see that, so we'll go to that.
I haven't seen the
Um,
first two, but I've heard like even from adults, I've heard people say like they've really enjoyed them.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, you have to check those. I
Okay.
poo-pooed all over the Sonic movies the first Sonic when it came out, and I seen it and I was like, I have to eat crow. That was a fun movie. Um,
I'll have to check them
yeah.
out. I've heard a lot of good things about them, but I just, you know, I think with all of this, you always can have some movie that somebody can be like, I can't believe you haven't watched that. But even with man, you're a
hmm
machine.
Yeah.
And I mean this in a good way, but man,
I,
you take down movies. You
I
watch
do.
them.
I'm thankful. Like I said, I work weekends, and my son is in school all day, so it's just me. Um, I watch about 3 movies a day during the day, and then
Wow.
maybe one at night. I drop him up at school. Um, do get my chores done, and then pop in a couple movies and watch.
Wow. That's
Yeah.
what I'm always been impressed. Like, uh, from the time
I'm just
I
a loser. Okay,
no,
that's you
no,
say.
no,
Oh,
no, you're not. No, you're not. More, I'm just like jealous, like where I'm just like, can I fit a 90-minute movie in tonight, or something? And I see you've already got like first movie, second movie for today, third movie for today. I'm like, man, how many did you get in today?
yeah. Usually, but like there's some nights I'll stay up till like 2 in the
Oh,
morning.
I'll
I'm like,
do that. I'll do that
yeah,
too. I think that's a common theme. I thought it was just me, but I'm finding out more and more people that are movie lovers that are maybe we're silly, stupid, whatever you want to call it, but it's just like I can get one more movie in, like what's 2 hours less sleep or
yeah.
something, and watch some more. But um, my viewing for this year has dropped off from my last year. So 2023 was the first year that I like was from the beginning of the year, the whole year, I was tracking what, at the very least, tracked what I watched on Letterboxd.
Hmm.
So I could go back and be like, okay, this is what I watched. This is how many I put in this year. And I've been doing it again this year, but my numbers have dropped off quite a bit. Now, wintertime coming up here,
Hmm.
we were just talking about our fun Iowa weather. So December, January, February, especially, those are some
Yeah,
prime movie watching months where you got dark really early and it might not be the nicest outside. So I'll
yeah.
get some more going, but you keep a pretty steady pace.
I do. But also you have. I watched 5 movies a week for by the numbers.
Yeah,
So we had to. On top of that, I was trying to sneak in the stuff that I wanted to watch on my,
yeah.
that wasn't connected to the show. So yeah, and it just keeps going. It's just like a snowball effect.
Well,
You
that's what I was impressed. Go ahead.
no, you said Letterbox. I love Letterbox. I keep
Yeah,
track of everything I watch. I got it broke down from like movies I've watched in 2024, movies I've watched on physical media 2024, and then streaming, and then first time watches, and then best of 24.
well, I've enjoyed it just because, man, I mean, we were just talking about how I was joking around about a certain movie that I couldn't remember if I saw it in the theater this year or last year. And it's
Hmm.
kind of nice to be able to look at that app and be like, what did I watch this year? And go back and revisit that. And it's fun. And that app does a lot of cool things too, where it's like,
Yeah,
it starts doing, it starts tabulating like, here's your top directors you watched, or here's
I
the
love
top
that.
actors and some of them I don't realize, and I'm all of a sudden I'm like, oh gosh, I watched 6 Alfred Hitchcock movies. I'm like, oh yeah, I did get those 2 sets in, and I went through a bunch of the movies,
Yeah.
and but that was back in March or April or whatever, and
Did you
you
get
go.
North by Northwest? Yeah.
So I ended up just buying a used Blu-ray of it.
Okay, I didn't know
I don't have the 4K of it. Actually, I got it right here. I got to put a bunch of movies away.
that.
It's funny. I got it sitting right here. I ended up buying a Blu-ray, one of those like media books
Oh, that's nice.
of it. It's got the nice little. I always like these. I know they
I
might
like
end
that.
up falling apart someday, but it's kind of got a cool
Excuse me. I like
book
that. That's
to
pretty
it.
cool.
It was so cheap and it's really good shape. I I wanted the 4K, but I'm cutting back a little bit on some of my purchases, and I ended up watching this on Tubi or one of those for a thing I was doing, and I really liked it. And I knew the 4K was out there, but I went to eBay and ended up finding this for just dollars,
Oh,
and
that's awesome.
I was like, yeah, I'm gonna grab that. So, do you have the 4K of it?
I do. I do have it. I haven't watched it yet. That's going back to my watching habits. Back in 2023, I told David I was going to start a goal. I'm going to try and watch all my physical media. So I started with my numbers because my movies are in alphabetical order. I started with my numbers, and I'm only
I'd always see your posts too. Yeah, you'd be like, I'm on my B's now or whatever,
yeah. Yeah, I am. I'm just starting my J's in the past couple of weeks. So it's taken me from 2023 up until this past couple of weeks to hit my J's.
And you're
And
adding to them.
yeah, yes, I think that's so true too. That's some of the and I'll be going through my new movies, and I'll be like, oh man, there was an H. I miss. So I got to go back and watch it. And so, yeah, sometimes it's a hopeless endeavor to do because we're always, buying something or I forget something. But I get to see the movies. Actually, get to enjoy the purchase.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Put it in my disc because so many collectors. I'm guilty of it. We buy something, just throw it on our shelf
Oh, yeah.
so we can look at it and not enjoy the movie itself. This way, I'm enjoying the movie and then realizing I have like four copies of the same movie or two copies of the same movie,
Yeah,
and I'm passing them on to my son-in-law, who's a movie collector too. So that's kind
that's
of nice.
cool. That's cool
Yeah,
when you have something like that where you can help somebody else out that's getting into it. But I'll run through the chat here just real
yeah,
quick.
yeah. Yeah.
And I know I fell behind a bit. I'm always good at it. But Lord Gary is asking, what's your favorite scary movie?
Oh, that's easy. Yeah, it's John Carpenter's Halloween.
Oh,
That's
nice.
for me. Yeah, I love. That's. I know that's everybody's answer, but that's my answer too. I love that film.
Man, that's a hard one. I have different ones for different things I'm thinking of. One I almost have to throw out is like one of the early ones that I saw that just scared me to death when I was a kid over at my cousin's house was the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre. So, but some of that sentimental too, where I was
Yeah.
just like, I was really hit by that when I watched it, and so, but yeah, there's a lot of good ones in there. Uh, Prince is asking, oh, he's got his serotonin boost alert. He likes to ask his do you have a movie that's your serotonin boost movie? So if you're down, if you're not feeling, really happy or you're in the dumps
Oh,
kind of thing,
that's
do you have a movie that you could watch
yes, I
and
do.
like pick you up?
Clerks too.
All right,
That is
nice.
that's my favorite. It's one of my favorite Kevin Smith movies. I am a Kevin Smith fan, so that movie, no matter what mood I'm in, I can pop that in for that 90 minutes. I'm good.
That's nice. It is so awesome to have like so that's a cool thing with movies too, where you have some of those,
Hmm.
especially if you own it and you don't have to go searching for it other than like alphabetical, go grab it off the shelf. But you can go grab that thing and you have a movie that it's going to put you in a good mood. Maybe you've seen it whatever dozens of times and you don't even have to watch the whole thing, but you just know if you
Yeah.
pop it in, you just got a little bit of time with it that you'll get a chuckle or you're going to put a smile on your face and just lift your spirits a little bit. It's a cool thing. It's one cool thing about movies where happy, sad, scared, whatever, how it can
Hmm.
draw emotions out of you. And
Yeah.
but cool,
That was a
Clerks
great
too.
question. I love that question. I like
Yeah,
the way he worded it. I like that.
yeah. No, he likes to jump out and say that, and almost I think everybody is like, that's a great question, and it
Yeah,
is. And I think everybody's got something they can lean on.
they
It's
do.
it's like the comfy blanket, or something that just gives you a good feeling. And yeah, it's cool to hear what different people's are because I've heard people say anything from. So you said Clerks too. I've heard Scream. I've heard whatever. Like so horror, comedy, romance, whatever. But it's just something that it doesn't matter what the genre is, but you can just put it in, have a good time with it, and whether you watch the whole thing or not, and you know it inside and out, but it puts
Yeah,
a
you could
smile on
repeat
your
the
face.
dialogue with
Yeah,
them.
yeah, yeah. You're just like,
Yeah,
and you're almost saying it before it actually happens. You're like, oh, here it comes.
yeah.
I love that.
I, I think my second one would be Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the first one.
Oh, I was just talking about. I can't believe. I want the third one to come out
I
really
know.
badly
Looking
because I
at
want to see where.
2026,
I know that we were just talking about that a couple of us, and I'm like, that's further out than I thought it
it
was
was
for some
supposed to
reason.
be last year or this year.
That's what I thought too.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, it left on such a cliffhanger on the last
Yeah,
one that I was just like, but that that one was another one that surprised me as well too. I didn't have anything against it, but I didn't know. I heard animated Spider-Man version of the movie
right.
coming out, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever.
And
And
it's the best Spider-Man movie Sony's done.
oh, it's amazing, and it's done very well for him. But it's a great story,
Hmm.
great characters, and that's where I remember. So I was really late watching the second one. I was watching it on a it might have been an Amazon Fire tablet or whatever. We had some cheap tablet, and I downloaded it for an airplane. I was traveling for work, and so worse probably it wasn't a great way to watch the movie. But I had headphones on and I'm watching the movie, and that thing was when it ended. The second one, I think I probably said it out loud. Where I was like, "No, come on!" It's like I want
Right?
to. You can't just leave me like that. But
That's the one thing about that movie that I did not like. It was just how it ended.
yeah,
And then now we got to wait 2 more years, 3 years
I know even
before.
longer than what we thought.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, I loved. I remember when my daughter, my oldest daughter, she was managing the theater, and she let us see it a couple of days early at midnight,
Nice.
and it was me, my son, and my other daughter and her boyfriend all stayed up, and oh, so good.
I agree. Those are definitely really good ones, and I'm looking forward to seeing how
Me
that one
too.
wraps up. So,
That's another movie I have multiple copies of, both of them. I got both steel books, Best Buy and Walmart's. I, I think I got 4 copies of Into the Spider Verse,
oh, nice.
and then 3 copies of the second one.
They did release a lot of different copies,
Hmm.
the different formats, and I just have the regular 4K of both of them. But I can understand. I've seen some of those steel books, and I was like, "Oh,
Hmm.
that's pretty cool."
Yeah,
Seeing all the different Spider Mans on was it the second one? They had one of the steelbook covers where they had a lot of the different versions of the
yeah,
Spider-Man going across it. But
and I like that one.
yeah,
But not to change the subject, but have you seen Wicked yet?
no, I have not. I
Oh
so
no.
I've seen it theatrically, like the in theater. Like I've seen the actual performance, but I've not seen the movie.
What did you think of the performance?
I liked it a lot, and it was one that I was not looking forward to seeing, but we thought it would be something to uh, expose our kids to, something different, and to have them and the whole family ended up really loving it. We had a good time with it, um, but I have not
Wow.
seen the movie yet, and not for any reason. I just don't get out to the theater very
Oh
often
yeah,
where I'm
I didn't
at.
know if you had if you and the family when
We have not,
uh,
but I'm interested to compare it to because man, we had such a good experience seeing it live, and but then at the same time, I was like, man, how are they turning it into two movies that long to compare to how long the theatrical performance is of it? And but apparently they're doing something right because
oh
it seems
man.
like the first one it's been doing really well. So I'll definitely watch it. It's just I just don't get out to the theater
I
a lot.
remember when they cast. This was originally supposed to be a Disney Plus show. Um,
Oh really? Yeah,
yeah, it
yeah.
originally was going to be on Disney Plus, and they started casting it, and I was like, "Oh, this is terrible casting. This is dumb. I don't want to see it." I go to the theater and see it. Absolutely loved it.
Love it.
I was raving as soon as I came out of that theater. I was like, "I want to go see this again." It's like I did not expect to like this at all. I was going in there with the mindset I'm already going to hate this,
Yeah.
and then
It
within
takes a
maybe
strong movie. It takes a strong movie. I'll say. Sorry to interrupt you, but like when you're already going in with that mindset,
mhm,
it takes a strong movie to break that because you can go into a decent movie with a bad like I'm gonna hate this and you're gonna hate it. So
yeah,
it must have really made an impression on you then.
it did straight. Maybe within the 20, 30 minutes, I was like, okay, I'm hooked.
Okay.
Um, Ariana Grande, I think that's how you say her name.
Yeah.
Not a fan. Don't like her. Holy cow, was she great in this? I have never seen her in anything I've liked. Uh, I hated seeing her when she was on like on the red carpet talking, and I was like,
Mm.
she seems kind of ditzy. And, oh, but she was phenomenal. Cynthia Erivo. Oh, I can't sing enough praises for her. Oh,
Well, and they got two women that can sing like crazy too. Whether you like them or not,
yeah.
they got some
They
voices
won
on
me
them.
over.
They have some voices on them, so they definitely could sing the parts. But that was one thing I was wondering about when they were going into it because the live performance we went and saw, man, the the people doing that show, they sung like crazy and they had some voice. It's just I think that was one of the things that blew me away. It was just the vocal performances that the people were doing during it. It was impressive. and it's cool seeing it live. And that's where I was like, I don't know. I was kind of unsure about going into the movie, but I'll have to definitely check it out.
Yeah,
Um,
I can't wait to own it. I pre-ordered it, so I seen it with the pre-order. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this. That movie was not made for me, but I loved it.
that's what's cool when you find some
Yeah,
stuff like that. But got the wild guys in here saying, "Hey, hello,
what's up?
Wookie and Rich." Crow, Prince. Sorry, I was saying Crow. Prince was saying it was a good run for me in the extended Sony universe, I guess.
Oh, talk about Craven.
Okay.
That's terrible. It looks terrible, I should say.
Um,
But you never know. The critics could be wrong.
you never know. I'm gonna try to catch up here just real quick. Sorry, I
Yeah.
always fall behind here. But Van Gool, what's going on? Saying hello,
What's up?
guys. Like seeing you. I'm gonna jump by some of the back and forths. Yeah, love eBay finds. Me too.
Mm,
I buy lots of used movies and are for sale. Or that's a good way to stretch your dollar for sure. Um, Prince was asking, "What's the movie that gives you the biggest ick?"
oh,
Do you have one that does it for you?
what do you mean by ick?
I don't know. Maybe
Yeah,
you'll have to clarify, Prince,
yeah.
if you're
Clarify in
jumping.
the comments there.
Jeff is in here saying, "Hey guys, hope you're having
What's
both a
up,
great
Jeff?
day." Dude, yes, Clerks 2 is super comfort food. So you got some agreement there. I'm going to try to run through. Eli, what's going on? Eli Cortez in here saying, "Hey to Prince." And I'm sure, oh, yep, I missed the first one. But what's up, Corey in chat? Thank you, sir, for jumping in here. We got Isabel in here saying, "Hey, hey."
What's
Hey,
up?
Isabel. Good evening, everyone. I'm gonna try to run here real quick. Rich loved Wicked, thank God. Or thank good, thank God.
Yeah.
Wait, got Steve in here. What's up, Steve? Saying
What's up,
greetings,
Steve?
Corey, Rich, and Flick friends. Yep, thanks for jumping in here, man. Just doing a quick speed run here because I'm good at falling behind. We got Brian in here saying, "Could Wicked have turned David into a fan of it for
Um,
the musical side
I
here?"
am going to say no.
Yeah,
He would not have liked this. I don't think it's long, and I don't think if it was a shorter movie, I think maybe he could have been like, it's okay.
it is a pretty
But
long
it,
movie, though.
yeah,
I
it
mean,
is.
yeah, no, I could see that. We got Allie in here saying, "Evening,
What's
everyone."
up?
Hey, Allie. Am I catching up? I'm trying. I'm trying here.
You're doing a good job, man.
Oh, I try. Adrian James, what's going on? Saying, "Hey, everyone."
What's up, Adrian?
Thanks for jumping in here. Like I said, if I miss anybody's, not on purpose, but throw it back in there if I missed anything. But no, we were talking about, man, just the amount of movies that you go through. So I know you said you feel guilty about bringing in new movies and not getting through everything, but man, I think you plow through way more than the average person does.
Because I have a lot of free time.
But
I,
still,
yeah,
yeah, but
and
that's impressive. Yeah.
I enjoy. Um, I will. I hate to say my. You know how everybody's like, "What's your body count, guys? What's your body count?" My movie count. I'm embarrassed to say, it's 600 and hold on.
For this year so far.
Yeah,
Oh gosh, I'm a
it
fraction of
was
that. I got to look up mine now. Uh,
687.
whew, you
Last
still
year I
got
hit.
time to go.
Last year I hit over 700.
Do you think you're going to
But
break it again this year?
I'm pretty sure I will. My kids are going to be on vacation. My daughter already
Wow,
said she wants to watch a couple, go to the movies to see. So,
that is
um,
impressive.
and I am still um, making a schedule for my the by the numbers because that is coming back. I am bringing back by the numbers in
Good,
January,
good.
and I'm still making the list and checking it twice um, of movies. 5 movies. I'm still going to try to do 5 movies. I don't know how it's going to work. I might ask people to come on for a week if they have the time and stuff. But yeah, I'm still doing five movies a week. I'm going to score them, rank them, um, and see how that goes.
Well, it's one of those things you can just feel it out as you go. Like nothing
Hmm.
says the way you start off has to be the way you do it forever.
Yeah.
It's going to be a change. Just yeah, like get back into it. I'm glad you are. I always had fun with those, and I'll like, be excited to watch your videos of that going forward. But yeah, not that I know a whole lot, but I'm just yeah, I just kind of feel it out, and you always can adjust as you go.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
I was looking. I'm at 157 so far this year, so I'm a bit behind you.
But see, you work during the week. You only get a couple of days off during the weekend.
Yeah. Usually it's Saturday and Sunday, but
Yeah.
and sometimes I get to log back in
See,
sometimes.
majority of the time, I don't watch movies on the weekends just because of work and with my
Yeah,
kids and stuff. I don't. Yeah. Unless we go to the theater or something, then yeah.
but yeah, I'm gonna be off. Well, I was just checking my last year's number was 223, so I'm not gonna hit that this year. Nope, I
Yeah.
was.
That's
But
okay.
I'll also say 2023 would have been most of that year, almost all of it. I was not into the YouTube thing yet.
Hmm.
So 2024, the end of 2023 is when I kind of did my first video, like very end, like probably December or something like that. And it takes up a bit of time. So even like right now, I'm not
Hmm.
saying it's a bad thing, but you know, like 2023, it was before I was doing live streams like this. I might have been watching a movie, you know, at this time or whatever.
Yeah.
But
But I also don't watch that many TV shows. I don't.
yeah,
I'm not into TV shows. I mean, I watched The Penguin.
I
Um,
just started that.
how,
I'm only two episodes in, and I love it
oh,
already.
I can't wait for you to finish that.
Everybody's like Corey gets better as it goes on.
Each episode just
That's what I heard.
keeps getting better and better and better.
I'm behind on it. I'm only two episodes in, but I'm already hooked, and I'm like, oh, I can tell. And then everybody's like, oh, if you're already hooked, get ready, because they're like each one it just gets better as it goes
How
on. I'm like,
great is Colin Farrell
oh
as
gosh,
Penguin?
you don't even know it's him. Like,
That's how good he is.
I know, I didn't know they got all the suit on him and everything, but man, like I honestly have to sit there and stare and be like, that's Colin
Hmm.
Farrell. You know? But
And what about the kid that he takes under his wing? I love that kid.
oh, so far I'm very interested to see where his character goes.
Yeah.
Um, there's the three of them. So that kid he takes under his wing, you know, Penguin, and then the Falcone
Falcone.
daughter.
Oh,
I'm blanking on her
she's a
name,
scene. Yeah.
but
My mind went blank.
she like there's some of the scenes already in the first two episodes where I'm just like, oh dang, like
She's such a scene stealer. Is that how you
don't
say it?
mess with her.
Oh, she's fantastic in this show. And
Yeah,
like each time she's on screen, it just keeps building and building and building.
yeah,
It's so good.
yeah. I'm really looking forward to getting through the rest of those. So I know there's only eight episodes, but you know they're
Yeah.
each about an hour a piece. You know,
Yeah.
so but no,
And what
I'm
they did was smart. They didn't drop it all at once. I hate that.
that's the way
Gives
to.
let you, I want 1 week. Let the anticipation build. Let people talk about it, and then more people will come back to your show. I
Yeah,
said you drop it all at once. People talk about it for a month, and then it's gone.
or even a month. Not you know sometimes
Yeah.
it's like a couple weeks, and then everybody's done with talking about. They watch it in the first couple days, and then they did that with the latest season of True Detective too with Jodie Foster.
Yeah, it was weekly.
Yeah, they did that as well.
That most
And
HBO shows are weekly. It's
yeah,
Netflix and Amazon
yeah,
that
drop it
drop.
all at once. Yeah,
Yeah,
because they did that with the Last of Us as well, didn't they? They did the
yeah, it's
weekly
weekly.
release of
Yeah,
those. Yeah,
so that's
it's a
another
good
show
way
I
to do
love.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, what shows are you watching, man? I mean,
So I don't watch a lot of shows. I lean towards movies more often, and I don't know if it's like my lack of attention span or what. I don't know. There's shows that I will watch an episode or two of, and I'm like, I like these, and I just don't go back to them. It's
the
not
same way.
anything against them. I end up throwing a movie in or something. So there's not a lot of them. So right now I'm two episodes in on Penguin, and I just
That
started
makes me
that.
so happy.
uh, and that's one I already know. I'm I'm finishing that one. There's no doubt in my mind on that. I really enjoyed that one. Um, and after that, there's there's been a lot of gaps in like series. I watched a couple episodes of Tulsa King, the
I have
Sylvester
to.
Stallone,
I've
and
jumped in on that.
I was having fun with it, but I didn't. It's been a while since I went back to it, and I've probably only watched like three episodes of that one. Um, Other than that, there's not a lot of them I really hang on to and go through. I was just mentioning that True Detective with Jodie Foster, that latest season. I did go through that one. Um, but yeah, I don't
What about
know.
Reacher?
So I saw the first season of that. I really liked it, but I've not watched anything
Okay,
after that.
definitely
What?
do.
Yeah. Or what are they up to now? Three
Just
seasons?
season two, yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I'm
Season
not too
three
far behind.
starts soon, and it got renewed for a season four before season three even ended.
Okay. No, I that first season I did watch the whole first season, and I enjoyed that one quite a bit.
Yeah, that was
Um,
really good. He's such a monster of a man.
oh, dude, man, like I like sitting there, I'm like I feel so small. It's
Yeah,
like that
so
dude is just,
inadequate.
oh my gosh, he is just jacked like beyond
Hmm.
belief. But he's just, yeah, he's a mountain of a man. But from what I know, or what I hear, he fits the character way better
Yeah,
than Tom Cruise did, from where the books came from. And I I'd never read the book, so I didn't know any different when I saw the
I didn't know.
movies.
If you didn't know, I'm a huge Tom Cruise fan.
Yeah.
I'm a mark for Tom Cruise. I enjoy the Jack Reacher movies. I
Oh, they're
do,
fun. Yeah.
but that show just way better,
Yeah.
just freaking way better. And you get to flesh everybody out too.
Yeah. No, I really liked I really liked the first season. So yeah, I got to get back and, but see,
Yeah.
that's part of my, I don't know why, but I know the second season's out there and I have the service to be able to
Hmm.
watch it, but I just haven't got back out and seen it. I think
I did.
before,
Oh, no,
oh,
sorry. Go ahead, man.
oh no, sorry. I was gonna say before that, the only other one that I really went through like multiple seasons of was the, oh, what was the one with Krasinski, the guy from The Office
Jack
that,
Ryan.
yeah, yeah, yeah. It was those. I
I
went
like
through.
that.
Yeah, I
I like the
blazed through
first two
those.
seasons.
Yeah, but what were you gonna say? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
I just started today was The Madness on Netflix with
Oh, I don't
oh
know that one.
I forget his name. He's in Sing Sing. He was in The Color Purple. He was in the Fear the Walking Dead. Something Coleman, not Gary Coleman. uh,
wrong, wrong
Domingo
Coleman.
Coleman.
Okay.
Domingo Coleman. I think that's what it is.
No,
It's a TV show on
I don't know that
Netflix.
one. I don't know that one. I'll have to check
The
that
first
out.
episode was pretty interesting.
It was promising.
Hmm. I'll check the second one.
We got Chilo in here saying, "Hey Corey, do you have any favorite comedy movie you enjoy watching with your kids or wife?" You can throw that out to you too, Rich. Do you have any fun comedies that are
I
safe
am not
for
a
the family?
I am not a comedy person. I don't like comedies very often. Um, but if I had to pick a comedy that I could watch with my kids, Pitch Perfect.
I've never seen that. I've never seen it.
Yeah, my
I,
girls loved it.
I should watch it because that's got Anna Kendrick in it, doesn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I
Uh,
love Anna
and
Kendrick.
I think she's adorable in some other movies that I've seen, and I'll have to watch that one.
Have you seen her new one on Netflix? She directed it about the dating game killer.
No.
Oh, what
What?
is that called? Somebody in the chat help me out. Um, I forget what it's called, but she did a pretty decent job on
Oh,
her directorial debut. And
it's
she
cool
stars in
when
it too.
it's cool when people, some actors that you see them branch
Hmm.
out and start doing other things with. No, it's cool. No, I have not seen that.
Oh, what is it called? Is it the dating game killer? That's not what the movie's called. They
I'll,
debuted on Netflix about a month or two ago.
I'll have to
Uh,
check that out or look it up.
yeah,
Um,
it's a dark movie for her. I mean,
just
she's dealing
trying
with
something
some.
out different.
Yeah,
Oh
she does a
wait,
good job.
Allie's just throwing out here.
Woman of the hour. There we
Woman of the
go.
hour.
Yes, there it is.
Thank you, Allie. We always can
We
count on
appreciate
you.
that.
She's got the movie knowledge for sure. Um,
She does a good job in that.
yeah, for me, I'll have to check that out. Woman of the hour. Sorry, I'm gonna write it down. I always have a pad and paper here.
That's a good idea.
because my memory is horrible. Um, I'm not saying this is all time favorite comedy or anything, but one I was thinking about trying to get the family that's still in the house here to watch again in the time of the year was Scrooged with Bill Murray. Uh, with Christmas and everything going on. It's a holiday comedy. That was one I was going to see if my wife and daughter would watch with me or not. So,
Hot take. I don't like Bill Murray movies.
nah, that's all right. That's all right. Not everybody is for everybody. That's
Me and
okay.
Dave saying was all film is subjective.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep. No, absolutely. No, no worries there. You're not going to hurt my
He gave me
feelings.
so much crap over Groundhog's Day. I did not. I don't like Groundhog's Day.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Oh,
yeah, I think that's one of the millionth time he was gonna. He told me he's gonna find another co-host because I didn't score that movie good.
you're walking on thin ice here, buddy.
Yeah.
What about the Ghostbusters?
I like the first two Ghostbusters.
Yeah, okay, but
Okay, I
what, did
did.
you put up with him in those?
I liked him in those.
Okay,
He
okay,
was
okay,
totally fine in those.
okay.
I liked him in Zombieland.
Yep.
Um, but when he came to the Frozen Empire of Ghostbusters, was that what it was called, right?
There is, yeah, I haven't seen it, but yes, there was a
Oh,
Frozen.
oh, he's so terrible in
You're
that.
okay. I'm okay.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not.
Not a fan.
Mm-mm.
Just going back through some of these real quickly to get caught up. Allie was saying I didn't really feel the length of Wicked. I was never bored.
There's a little bit in the middle where it drags just for a few, and that's where I felt it. But then it just takes off again.
No, it's cool. I definitely,
Yeah,
I'll definitely see it.
I
Like I
can't
said,
wait to see it again.
I just don't get to the theater very often. But from the experience I had in the seeing it theatrically, I was I was really impressed. I that was not one I was really excited to go see, and we walked away the whole family, and we enjoyed it. And that was a fun time with the family.
I was
Hey,
very close-minded going
yeah.
into that movie, and
Oh,
I'm ashamed to say it.
I was when I
Um,
went to live version
but
of it.
yeah, it's a phenomenal film.
Hey, shady lady, saying hi.
I love some of the names.
I know. I should. I always look at all the names and I'm like, I should have come up with a better one. Oh, Jeff is in chime in and he's saying I've watched 394 films this year. That's a lot too, man.
Awesome. That's awesome.
That's more than a movie a day. So, man, that's a lot, Jeff. Yep, for sure. Damn, Jeff, you're a flick beast. Yep. Let me run through some of these, make sure I'm not missing
Dell's
anything.
here. I see Dell in the chat.
What? I got to get down to that. I'm
Dell.
way behind here. Um, Van Gool is saying, I'm like you guys and watch TV shows every now and then, more
Yeah.
movies. Yeah, for sure.
Mhm.
I'm like with it too. John Heard, they might bring back Scrubs on
I did
ABC.
see that. With what I did see that. I just seen something on HR about that.
Got some love for Reacher. Yeah. Like I
Yeah.
said, I saw the first one, so I'll have to watch more for sure. Um, Oh, yep. There was the woman of the
Yeah.
hour. I got you guys. I know.
We appreciate
Allie,
it.
if you need movie names or quotes, Allie has your back. She can do it. No problem. Man, memory like crazy. Like she'll throw out quotes that I'm like, I know that one, but I have to look up what it's from. And she just knows it right off the top of her head. It's pretty impressive. No way I got to check it out. Nope. Sorry. And there we go. Dell, what's up?
There's
Sorry,
Dell.
I'm behind.
Oh man,
Oh,
it's been a while, Dell.
it's always good to see you. Dell just had a live stream not too awful long ago. Is
I
his
missed it.
a little bit of a return to the to the YouTube, but hoping to see more things from him as well. Great
Dell
guy.
is one of my favorite people.
Oh, he's
Ah,
awesome.
yeah, he is. He's one person I really want to meet in person.
I got to
Is
meet him in
Dell. I
person.
know. I'm jealous.
Ah, I loved it.
Hmm.
Him, I had such a great time. There was a little moment where there was just Dell, myself, and Ryan from Movies with Ryan hanging
Oh,
out
awesome.
in Orbit DVD, the store, if you ever
Hmm.
heard of it.
Hmm.
They have crazy. I mean, oh, you get so much trouble in that store. They have all the boutique things, all the box sets, all the imports. It was so fun walking through with those guys. That's one thing. When we did it too, when we were looking at used movies, where people are
Hmm.
pulling stuff out and they're like, "Have you ever seen this before?" No, never heard of it. Oh, you got to check it out. It's just so
Yeah.
fun to have that. But no, great guy, and so
Yeah,
I
he
love
is.
seeing his live stream from his new pad. So hopefully more to come, man.
Yeah.
No
I'm gonna go
pressure,
check that
but
replay.
we'll check it out. Yeah, no, it was fun to see him back again.
Yeah.
Allie was saying, I've only seen Scrooged once and I wasn't a fan of it. No, fair enough.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, I liked Bill Murray in The Life Aquatic, and I loved him in Charlie's Angels.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did like it. I thank you for that, Allie, because I did like him in Charlie's Angels. I take that back. Yeah.
I
There's
gotta
another
think
movie.
of, I gotta think of other comedies. I've really gotten out of the habit of watching comedies. It seems like
I'm just
I've
not a fan.
they have yeah, it's a delicate. They have to be done right, and you could say that about any movie.
But if it's got Jason Bateman in it, I'm watching it because he's
Nah.
a comic comedian. I love Jason Bateman.
So one I was just talking about, it's I guess you could call it a dark comedy, but I thought was funny, but it's got so many inappropriate things in it, but was Bad Words.
I love that movie.
It's
I love
hilarious.
that movie.
Oh, it's hilarious.
I
He
die laughing every time of that.
That's like his role. Like he is
Yeah,
so good in that. Like,
that's the kind of humor I like. The way he delivers, the way he delivers his comedic timing
well,
is
that
what I
straight
really
face,
enjoy.
dry, sarcastic
Yeah,
humor. There were so many things in that I laughed. I was like, "Am I bad that I'm laughing about that?" Kind of a thing. But
you know what I miss? I miss the Eddie Murphy Raws. I miss the
oh
Sam
yeah,
Kinison, the George Carlins. Um, who else am I missing? The Andrew Dice Clays,
oh yeah.
where everything was just raw and funny, and no one cared. They were there to laugh.
Well, and there's a lot of
I
that
miss that.
'80s, early '90s comedy
Richard
that
Pryor.
yeah. But those were the ones that so you could probably do '70s through early '90s that there was no filter.
Yeah.
And they all hit on. I mean, you go look at it and be like, somebody be like, "Oh, that's so inappropriate," but they're hitting on like any of that comedy that really sticks. It has some truth to it and some exaggeration to it,
Hmm.
kind of a thing. But a lot of them, they were hitting.
Yeah.
And they were funny, but there were sometimes you were just like I said about that Bad Words movie. It's like I'm laughing, but I'm like, should I be laughing? I don't know. Brian was saying
Yeah.
I'm not a fan of Scrooged, but loved Groundhog Day.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Brian. I can't join you on that one.
Can't. Yeah, he had you on one part of that, but not the other part of it. Hey Jamie, what's going on? Jamie
What's
Hart's
up,
in here
Jimmy?
saying hello. Good to see you, Jamie. I was supposed to see Wicked last weekend, but couldn't. Maybe before the end of the year.
Oh, please do, Dell. I would love to hear your thoughts on it.
Well, and this is a bad thing too. I like supporting the theaters, but man, anymore, that's probably going to be on a streaming service before too awful long, right? And that's
I
not
think they said
anything.
around February.
Is that February?
Yeah, because it's
Well,
still going strong in the theaters, and if they'd be stupid to put it on streaming right now,
well,
anywhere before February.
there's just so many of them that I missed out on the theater, but I'm like, man, they're already on what was the one that was just popped up? It was the Beetlejuice, the second one.
Hmm.
I missed that in the theater, and I just saw it popped up on I think Max
Max.
maybe. Yeah,
Yeah,
there's a
I
few
wasn't a
of them,
fan of
and I'm
that one
like,
either.
man, it's already. You're not a fan of that one?
No, I'm not a Beetlejuice fan.
Okay. So another one that was a newer one that just popped up on a streaming that my daughter and my wife were like, "You got to watch this one with us," because they went, or at least my daughter saw it in the theater. Was It Ends with Us? Is that what it's called? With
I really liked that.
yeah. So I just watched that a
Hmm.
few nights ago.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I thought it was a little slow. Don't get
It
mad
is
at me,
slow. Yeah. No, no, it's okay.
but
It's okay to be wrong. I
yeah,
won't,
yeah, yeah. I'm wrong all the
just
time.
tease it.
Hey, you got to stick with what you're good at, and I'm really, really good about being wrong. But no, it was not a bad movie though. But I I don't know. Maybe this is a cop out. There's like some nights I was all set to watch a movie that was like 100,000 miles different than that movie, and then they're like, "Let's watch it. We're gonna watch it tonight. We're both watching it. Why don't you watch the movie with us?" And I'm like, "Okay, I'll be really bad if I don't watch the movie with them right now because they're sitting down and watching it. We'll be all
Uh,
together." And so I went and watched it. So maybe I just wasn't in the right mood for it at that point because I was gonna watch something like way, 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 way different than that
what
movie.
was that movie?
The other one I was gonna watch,
Yeah, what was that? I want to know what it was.
Silent Night, Deadly Night,
Oh,
because I gotta watch.
yeah.
I got a stream coming up this
Hmm.
weekend where we're doing a
Totally
versus.
different.
Yeah, oh yeah. Well, that's where I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah,
So anyway, I kind of digressed
that's funny.
there. But that one even that wasn't that long from being in the theater
Uh-uh.
to getting on the streaming. They
Yeah,
turn them around pretty quick. But,
yeah.
um, oh, geez, saying sorry, cooking and listening. Oh, that's all right.
Hey, what you cooking? Hopefully something good. 'Cause I'm hungry.
Yeah, all right. I'm interested. Let us know
Yeah.
what you're cooking. Wow, that's a good number too.
Oh, that's
Allie's
a good number, Allie.
546 movies this year. Wow.
That's a pretty good
Dang.
number.
Everybody's
It's
going
very
to be
respectable.
everybody's going to be beating me because now we got Dell saying sitting at 310.
That's good, Dell. Especially
Whew.
with you being moving and
I
stuff.
was going to say you had a lot of stuff going on too, and you
Uh,
still got all those in there. Got Tracy in here, nerdy film girl, saying hi
what's
everyone.
up?
Thanks for jumping in and saying hi. Uh, yeah, Dell saying I miss Rich's number. It must have been around 1,000.
Not quite, but almost. 687.
It might as in my book it might as well be 1,000 because there's no way I'm hitting that. But that's awesome, man. You're man. The movies you get to see that's a great yeah. That's a great number, man. Oh, Dell was just saying I'll be live again Monday night. Sorry
Oh,
for the play.
awesome.
No, don't be sorry at all,
Oh,
man. Do you have your? Let me know if you got it already posted up there. I could even throw the link or something in
yeah.
here. But no, plug away, man. I'll be trying to jump in and see it as well. So a lot
Yeah.
of highs back
I
and
you
forth.
just I just love film. I do. Um, I don't know where it came from. I take that back. I guess I do know where it came from. I remember my dad taking me to see. I want to say it was a replay of the Jungle Book, the old Disney Jungle Book in the theater when I
Yeah.
was a kid, and then seeing Superman and then Predator. And just I don't know if that's what made me like fall in love with going to the theater and seeing movies. But there's just nothing like that communal experience.
Oh, that's what I think too. I really do. And so that would be something I was going to ask you. So like you early on, you had your dad or
Hmm.
family that you were going to movies on a somewhat
Yeah.
regular basis in the
Hmm.
theater.
Yeah.
No, I can
My
see that.
my aunt would in the summertime she would take me for a week because I lived in Southeast Iowa and she lived in Davenport and we'd do all she'd keep me for a week and we'd do all kinds of stuff. I think every day we would go to the theater. She'd take me to the movies just every day. And yeah, and watching movies with a theater full of people
Hmm.
and hearing their reactions to stuff is a fun experience, I think. I will never forget watching Endgame with a packed theater. And then you see, and then when the screen comes, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Endgame, what the fuck you doing? Um,
Spoiler alert.
um, oh, sorry, I cursed. I forgot, my bad.
Oh no,
Um,
no.
when
Everybody always
I
thinks
got a
that
potty
about me.
about,
You're
I got a
okay.
potty
You're
about.
okay. You're okay.
But when all the portals open up and you hear on your left,
Oh yeah.
the crowd just popped like crazy. And I love that experience. It was like, oh my
Well, and
gosh, they're in
each one that opened up and each new person that came out, you got
the,
another like roar from the
yeah,
crowd or
they do
whatever.
just something like that.
Yeah.
And then going back to us when we went to see Longlegs at that amazing theater,
Yeah. And then
that was a blast for me.
you have me jump at a stupid like
No, that
jump
was so
scare.
funny. Twice.
There was, yeah, I was probably more than twice, but there was one really bad one where I just looked at everybody and I'm like, I'm gonna own it. I'm like, all right, I freaking jumped like crazy. I know y'all saw it, but um, yeah, that was so
Watching it with you guys was awesome.
that was a fun trip. That was
It was.
that theater. I wish I had one like that. Well, I'd probably spend way too much money if it was really close to me, but I would like to have
Yeah,
one
I
closer to me because that's like good food. Like I've never had that where they're like bringing food and drinks
that
out to
was
you. And
amazing. I was like, I want
like
to move here just for this theater.
during the movie, you come out here. How could you do that? And uh,
Hmm.
I think it was Jake, Steelbook Obsessed. He was like, "Oh, don't underestimate their sneakiness. You won't even know they're coming up. You press a little button, and all
He
of a
did
sudden,
say
like,
that.
and then like this lady's like tapping my leg. Was like, "Did you push the button?" And I'm like, "Oh crap, I didn't even see you there." You know, but
Yeah. I
that
mean,
was
that was
funny.
the food was actually delicious.
Oh, it was very
It's
good.
like,
Yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah.
it was fun.
And
That
the
was totally worth the drive.
I have a hard time now. I get spoiled. Like we don't in Cedar Rapids, we don't have anything like that, but we have a theater that has the reclining
Hmm.
leather, whatever, fake leather, whatever seats, recliners. I am spoiled now where I almost have to have those where I'm
Yeah,
not even that tall, but you know, like when we went and saw Speak No Evil,
yeah,
that was kind of like your older style now
yeah.
theater, which is totally
Nothing wrong.
fine. But I'm not even that tall, and my legs are against the seats in front of me,
Yeah,
kind of a thing. And
we
um,
have those recliners in Burlington.
oh,
They're called the LDX,
oh, I love them,
and
man.
they're heated, cooled, and
Yep.
yeah,
I just
I
love
like that.
kicking back my legs and not like touching the seat in front of me. And there's more of a offset from the
Yeah,
people in front of you. So even if somebody's tall in front of you, you
yeah,
usually don't have any blockage from them. But
yeah.
uh,
I found myself falling asleep at times too.
oh
And
gosh,
when I hear that,
I caught myself. The one I really caught myself on. Oh gosh, it was probably 2023. It might have been getting close to Christmas, but we went and we took the kids to. They were back around home, and we went and saw the boys in the boat. Do
I
you
remember
remember
that
that
movie.
one?
Yeah,
The rowing
yep.
team.
Dave picked that movie for us to watch. I did
Very
not like it.
good. You didn't like it? Okay, no, it's slower, but I'll admit I was kicked back in the recliner in that one. I I might have had my wife nudge me at one point, and I was like, "I can hear you."
Are
I'm
you
like, "Oh,
snoring? Was you snoring?
I may have been."
I'm a snorer.
Oh
I forget
gosh,
what
I know.
movie me and my daughter went to, and she's like, "Dad, you're snoring. Stop it."
Yeah,
I was like,
I
"My
think
bad."
I had that where I was like a Corey, wake up. I was like, "Oh yeah, maybe I need to go get some more popcorn or something." But
Yeah,
Jeff was saying Jason Bateman is basically great in anything he's in.
he's in that new
He's
movie Carry On Netflix, which drops tomorrow.
Oh, that looks kind of interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot
that's a
about that.
movie we'll be discussing with Rob um, on December 26th. We're doing a live stream on the 26th. We're doing 5 movies. It's
Oh,
not by the
nice.
numbers per se. I'm just doing a live stream with him. Um,
What day does that actually fall on?
it's a Thursday,
Is
I
it
think.
Thursday?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna keep that day open then, so I can watch that.
We're doing Maria. We're
I like your
doing
thumbs up.
oh, we're doing Carry On, Craven, uh, Blitz, and I forget what the fifth one is. It was going to be Night Bitch, but he couldn't find it nowhere near him.
Mm,
I forget what. Oh, Complete Unknown. But I don't know if we're going to
I
get
don't know
to,
what that one.
the Bob Dylan story.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay,
got Timothy Chalamet is
okay.
playing Bob Dylan. Uh, but I don't know if we're going to get to it because I don't think it comes out till Christmas, and
Oh,
I don't know
that'll
if
be
I.
hard to get it in before your
Yeah,
stream then, or you basically have to watch it on Christmas or
yeah, I don't.
an early show on the 26th then or
Yeah,
something.
I'd rather go. I want to see Baby Girl with Nicole Kidman. It's kind of a
I don't.
dirty. I won't say dirty because that makes it sound not
I
like
want
a
to go
skin
see
of my.
that dirty Nicole Kidman movie.
um, have you seen the trailer for Baby Girl?
I have not. I don't know anything about it. I'm gonna
And
be
she
honest.
plays like a high level CEO of a company, and she's interviewing this. Just all from the trailer. She interviews this dude, like, and he basically she becomes like I don't know what the right term is because I don't want to offend anybody. Um, her becomes his slave, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
his little um,
Like a 50 Shades of Grey type of
yeah,
thing? Or
yeah.
okay.
It looks really good. It looks dirty, which there's nothing wrong with a little dirtiness. Um,
Just drop it on Christmas, you know?
yeah, it is a Christmas movie too.
Come on. No.
They did.
Somebody's going to accidentally take their family too. Or
Yeah, but
something.
oh yeah,
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I don't know anything about that one,
yeah.
honestly.
I want to see that one.
Dell's a fan of Bad Words. Yep.
Oh, Bad Words is awesome.
That one I thought was pretty funny. Like I said, there were so many that were like inappropriate, but I like would chuckle and I'm like, am I bad?
Especially when he's sitting there next to the kids and he's like, "Oh,
The one, oh, you're a woman now.
I died laughing,"
I was like, oh my gosh, that's so bad. But I'm like sitting there giggling about it.
and she's freaking out.
Oh, he did so many. And then the one about, yeah, we don't need to get, and oh, but there's the one boy about his mom. And I was just laughing so hard at the thing. But
Yeah.
anyway, Tracy was saying between Nosferatu,
Oh, that's the
the
other one I want to see.
I'd like to see that one. That's a Christmas
Yeah,
one too, isn't it? That comes out.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
At
she says that
Christmas,
right there. Sorry, I didn't read far enough ahead. The Brutalist. I don't know
I want
that.
to see that.
Baby Girl is what you were just talking about,
Hmm.
and A Complete Unknown. That's the Bob Dylan one you were just talking
Yep.
about. Yep. What are you guys seeing this Christmas weekend? So yeah, sorry I didn't get to that one right
Yeah,
away,
we.
Tracy, but you got Rich's. So he was throwing out Baby Girl, Complete Unknown,
But I want to
but
see all those. Uh,
Nosferatu, I would really like to go see that one. Wow, I kind of forgot that was a Christmas
yeah.
weekend one. I might
So
have to
nerdy
do
film
that
girl,
one.
I want to see them all. I'll get to them, but not all on Christmas Day.
Yeah,
Even though the
Tracy.
Brutalist is
Oh,
like
it's good.
3.5 hours, I think.
Oh, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Pun intended. Um, Tracy, you'll have to throw in there if you have any, if it's all of them or any that you're going to hit up first that weekend. Oh, there's some, yeah, some I didn't know about, but I completely forgot about Nosferatu. I
Hmm.
definitely would like to see that.
Have you seen Conclave? Have you had a chance to see
No, I
Conclave?
have not.
That's pretty good.
I have
It's
not.
it's it's a slow burn, but man, when you get to that ending, you're like, oh, oh, oh. I dug that movie.
Kind of hit.
Yeah. Have you
My
guys, anyone in the chat seen Conclave yet?
yeah, jump in and say whether you did or not. Brian saying I'm a Jason Bateman fan too. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's got a nice little niche in our
He does.
niche, whatever. Um, Rich, are you a fan of Teen Wolf too?
No. I, I know what you. Yeah, I
With
can't with
Jason
Teen Wolf
Bateman.
too. Yeah,
The first one is good.
yeah.
That's funny. I kind of forget that. I forgot that
I did
he
too.
did the
I saw
second
it in the
one.
chat earlier, and I was like, yeah, no.
Yeah, sorry. You probably see a lot of them way before I get to them. But Dell was saying, Allie, you might be the only fan of Teen Wolf 2. It's so bad. You know,
I agree.
honestly, it's been so long since I've seen it. I'd almost have to rewatch it again. It'd almost be like our first time watch again. It's been so long ago. But
Yeah.
oh, poor Allie in Teen Wolf 2.
It's all right. All
Uh,
film is subjective.
yeah, exactly. Oh, Jamie's saying I like Teen Wolf 2. Saw it in the theater. Cool.
Oh, wow. That's
Allie,
dedication.
yeah, there you go. And Allie's saying, don't be hating, Al. It's a fun movie with heart. Oh, that's funny. Um, I'm running here. I'm trying. Allie
It's
was saying,
okay.
I love Beetlejuice, but the sequel was poo.
Yeah, I agree. Sequel was no good.
No bueno. Huck was saying, Tracy, of those, Nosferatu looks most interesting to me. At 3:35, Brutalist is way
Yeah,
too
it's
long.
crazy as long.
I just got one in. I know it's going to be super long, and I'm probably going to have to split it up, but I hadn't seen it yet. But Horizon,
Yeah,
with
I've
Kevin
seen that.
Costner, the Western.
It was okay.
Um,
But it's not terrible.
no, I knew I wanted to see it because I've seen some other westerns of his that I really liked, but um, that one I'll probably have to break it up, do a
Yeah.
couple hour and a half watches or something. But hey, Eddie, what's going on? Eddie's Films and Stuff is in here
Awesome.
saying, "What up, fellas?" Just popping in to say hey, but I'm about to watch Silent Night. I was just talking about that one, Silent
Yeah, he
Night,
was
Deadly
about to
Night.
watch it too, but he didn't get to.
I know. I had some family members change my mind. I will be watching it before Saturday, so I hope you have a fun time with it, Eddie. Thanks for dropping in and saying hi. Huck was saying I'm actually cooking too: chicken nuggets, French fries, and baked broccoli.
Oh,
You know what?
nice.
That made me think of what was that Adam Sandler skit on Saturday Night Live? You ever seen that making broccoli? Wasn't that
Mm-mm.
where he's playing the piano? Okay, I'm not gonna try to do it because I'll mess it up. But you'll have to Google it or YouTube it sometime.
Well, I
Uh,
got a question for you.
what's up?
Your music, like, how
Call
did,
me out. I don't talk about it enough, right?
no, 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 no.
No.
You were playing Creed the other day, or
Yeah.
this last week.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
album is a good. That first Creed album
It's
is
fun.
really good.
Yeah, it's
That's
a
a
good
really
one.
good album.
Yep.
So
But
I just want
I
to.
get crap for listening to it sometimes though.
Oh no.
From certain people. That's why I think I posted a picture. I'm like, don't judge me or
Yeah,
something
you
like
did.
that.
I like that first album.
It's a good one. It's a good album.
How many vinyl do you have?
You know what's funny, man? I'm just totally guessing. I wish I had an app. There probably are apps for vinyl, just like the I have one for movies, but I don't have it. Um, give or take around 100 albums.
Oh wow.
So, but I'm bad where I actually sold a chunk off during the bad years. March 2020 going forward for a little bit.
Hmm.
There was a shortage. Well, a lot of people were home. A lot of people were buying movies, music, different collectibles, things like that. Some people I knew what I had in my collection, and there was certain ones that are nicer pressings, and there was a lot of the plants that shut down. So either people couldn't
I
go to
remember that.
work. There was one in California that did a lot of the vinyl pressings that burnt down. So there was a lot of things that were out of print basically for the unforeseeable future. And I never tried to scalp anything, but I had somebody approach me and said, "These that you have, I know you have them. I will pay you this for them." And I had a hard time saying no to it. And so I did sell a chunk of albums off. Like I said, I didn't feel so bad because I wasn't out like trying to scalp them or anything, but
Hey,
somebody
you
approached.
offered.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, you don't want to do that. And he's like, yeah, no, I do. And I'm like, okay. And I didn't, yeah. So
That's awesome.
there's some I still wish I had, but, there is, anyway,
No,
I,
vinyl niche is very interesting to me. I would wish I could do it. Wish I could afford it.
they're getting
Because,
really expensive now too.
yeah, I see Motley Crue just put out a Dr. Feelgood one.
Oh yeah. I was looking at that one too.
I was like, oh, that's so nice.
That
Because that's my
anniversary
area.
one. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like the that era of music,
Yeah.
Motley Crue. They just don't make rock like that anymore.
Yeah.
It's not the same. I don't care what anybody says. It is no, it's nowhere as good as Crew was at that time.
Yeah.
No one.
Oh, that album was huge when it came out too.
Mm,
I have so I don't have vinyl of that. I still have my original CD when it came out. So I have a bunch of, so way back in the day, I bought a ton of CDs
me
when
too.
that was going on. So I unfortunately got rid of quite a few, but I still have a lot of them, but I still do have my original Dr. Feelgood, CD when it came out. But, I was looking at that same, And they have a couple of different versions, just like movies, where they have like this gigantic
Hmm.
deluxe box set, and they have like just the regular release, and then but all of them were the when
The
we were talking
colored
about,
vinyl.
yeah, they do all kinds of crazy stuff. But we were talking about steel books, the prices going way up. Vinyl, it's doing the same thing too. Where there's some of those where I'm like, I can't drop, or I could, but I choose not to drop 50 or 60 bucks on this one vinyl
Yeah.
record. It's just, yeah.
That's the equivalent to a $40 steel book.
You're right. You're right. Well, or
Uh,
gosh, the somebody was talking to me. They were like, "Hey, that Deadpool Wolverine steelbook is back up for in stock. It's only $56." And I'm like, "I no, thank you.
yeah.
I would
Yeah.
love to have it, but no.
Yeah, that's
Please
too
don't tell me
much.
these things because it tempts me. But I like no. That's just a lot for one movie. And no
Yeah.
judgment. If you want to buy it and it's worth it to you,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no judgment. I just picking. I kind of got to pick. Everything's more expensive, and just kind of picking and choosing where I spend my money
Mm.
and how much I spend on certain things. And yeah, movies. I've kind of started taking a harder line on some things. I had a bunch of pre-orders of steelbooks that were even in the $30 to $40 range. I ended up canceling because I just was like, man, okay, it's only $30 or $40, but okay, I have 5 pre-orders. Okay, 5 times, whatever,
Yeah,
like, well, $200. Maybe I don't want to drop that on just 5 movies or whatever. But
yeah. It's hard,
yeah,
It's just there's so much stuff coming out, so many reissues, so many new 4Ks coming out, and like, when is enough enough? Um, like, how
I
many
love.
times you go ahead? I'm sorry.
No, no, go, go.
No, but, like, I am a sticking my foot in my mouth again.
Nah, go for it.
There's, I try not to double dip anymore, but I will double dip on Halloween movies
Yeah,
and Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse movies. Those are the
yeah.
only ones I'll double dip on now. But like, how many times can you buy, let's say, looking at my movies right here, Constantine, because I know there's a 4K coming out
Yeah.
of Constantine. Are you gonna, if you already have the Blu-ray, are you gonna upgrade?
I will not upgrade that one. And that's no knock on the movie, but I think I'm
Right.
okay with the Blu-ray. So I've been doing that a lot too, where I'm like really looking and I'm like, was I disappointed with the Blu-ray that I have right now? Or so I do upgrade some, but
I do too.
it's not automatic. It's not. I'll look what the price is of the 4K, and if I'm good with if I have a Blu-ray, there's some darn looking. I mean, somebody could say I'm ignorant on some of it, but I have some Blu-rays that are pretty darn good looking, and
Hmm.
I'm good with them. And I'm like, okay, I could either upgrade right now, day one, and pay that price, or buy some other movies that I don't have in the collection and bring it in,
Yep.
and maybe that will be available later for a lower price. I don't know. It's
That's
kind of the game you play. But,
I like waiting. I don't mind not getting things day one
yeah.
anymore. I mean, there's still stuff I pre-ordered. Like I pre-ordered Wicked. I
Yeah.
pre-ordered Wild Robot.
I need to see that still. I've heard so many good things. I have not seen that yet.
I love that movie.
I heard good things.
I think what other ones I've pre-ordered. There was one more and I forgot what it was. Oh, it was the Terminator and North by Northwest. I
Uh,
pre-ordered those. Um,
I almost got the North by Northwest, but like I said, I ended up
yeah,
buying this used version, and I don't know. There's so many of those. Those steelbooks are so pretty. That Terminator, I passed on that one. That was one of them I canceled. I had pre-ordered, I canceled it, but it looks so pretty.
it
Uh,
does.
that the
But I
artwork.
just went with the regular slip.
Oh, the slip looks great too. Like
Yeah.
that's the thing is like some of these are. I'll give it to a lot of them. Yeah, they're putting them out again, but not all of them. But a lot of them are putting some effort into slip and steelbook. Where I'm looking
Yeah.
at both of them, I'm like, both look pretty darn good. Like the one I was just debating about that I have not gotten was Alien Romulus, and the slip looked cooler to me than the steelbook even.
I didn't like the steel book.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
slip looked pretty darn cool. It had the
The face
What?
hugger.
Yeah, yeah, yep. And then it
Yeah,
was like embossed or debossed or whatever you want to call it.
yeah.
I say the wrong thing every time. Somebody will correct
And
me.
then the same thing goes with Transformers One. The steelbook looked terrible
Yeah,
compared to the slip, the 4K slip.
that's kind of crazy. But like the Terminator, both of them looked great.
Yeah,
I would be like, I'd be happy with either one of them. But that's cool. So you have that right now?
the Terminator.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got the slip cover, the Terminator, and the North by Northwest one.
Just curious. No judgment either way, but have you watched either of them yet on your
I haven't
TV?
watched North by Northwest. I watched Terminator. I thought it looked good. I don't think
Did
if
it
I
look
told
good
you.
to you?
Yeah, I looked
Yeah.
better than the DVD I had.
Yeah.
I only had Terminator on DVD.
Uh,
Um,
yep.
I recently upgraded my TV to an OLED. I think I told you
Yeah,
that.
yeah. We were talking about that.
And like some of my 4Ks that I went back and rewatched, it's like a whole new experience.
Yeah.
And I thought Terminator looked fantastic, especially for its age. So yeah, I didn't. I know I see people complain about it. I didn't have an issue um, with it at all.
No, that's cool. That's good to hear. I could see trying to grab that at some point, but I saw D was in here saying they're going to go grab dinner. No, thanks for jumping out
Yeah,
here.
thanks for being here.
I don't think it'll come up the way I have it here, but I think Jeff was trying to throw out Dell's link out there for his upcoming live stream, so which is cool. I'm glad you did that. So definitely people check that out. I will
I
try to
thought Dell
do.
said he hadn't posted it yet.
Oh, there it is. I just saw it. Or maybe he
Yeah.
just did it to his channel. Maybe it was just
Oh,
the
okay.
link to his channel, maybe. But
Yeah.
I'll do that tomorrow. I'll have to check that out, man.
Yeah.
I saw close to 300 of my 310 before the move. Yeah, the move. I could see that throwing a kink into things for
Yeah.
sure. Oh, my local theaters have older style seats. Yeah, they're not bad, but man, once you get
Once you get to yeah,
those recliners
you're like
and kicking your legs out and not hitting anything and not having a
hmm
head, and it's hard. You get spoiled quick. I'll just say
yeah,
that. Yeah, stadium seating is the way to go. Absolutely.
yeah.
You don't have somebody's head in your way when you're trying to watch the movie. My favorite theater I went to had balcony seat. Oh, cool. That's
That's
like an
cool.
old school one. Yeah, I love that. Oh yeah, you got to go see Craven.
Yeah.
Hopefully it'll be
Unfortunately,
all
I got to
right.
watch it too.
Hopefully it'll be all right. I don't know.
Yeah.
Last movie I remember seeing at it was The Mighty Ducks. Oh, cool. That's a good one. Was it a re-release or when it first came out? Because if it was first came out,
Excuse
that
me.
was a while ago. Oh, you're good.
Should I read some of his comments?
I was trying to catch up too. Sorry, I know I was behind. Allie was saying I like Nicole Kidman, but Baby Girl is a hard pass for me. I don't know anything about it, so I can't say anything.
To be honest, it's a movie that I'd probably watch on Netflix. I mean, I'll see it if it plays local. I mean, I'm not going to go out of my way to see it before like Nosferatu or something else. It's basically a Netflix movie.
Oh, Brian, thank you. Yeah, I was mixing up. Yeah, characters. Dana Carvey. Yeah, as soon as you said that, you're right. I was the Saturday Night live skit I was talking about with. You're right. You're right. Yeah, that was Dana Carvey. But thank you. That's why I love the chat. They can like jump in here and be
Hmm.
like, "No, it's this." So, yeah, I couldn't. I'm good at mixing up names and stuff. So, thank you, Brian. Smirk, what's going on?
What's
Saying,
up,
hey, good
Smurf?
evening, Wilkie and Rich. Steve was saying, at least you're listening to Creed, not Nickelback.
That's
Yeah, you
funny.
get some of those bands that people love to hate, you know.
But man, look how well Nickelback does, though. I mean, their shows sell out. I was seeing a documentary they were talking about almost all their shows sell out.
They have had a resurgence, I think, here
Yeah,
recently where people are like, no, yeah, I'm not afraid to admit I like them. You know? And I think they started touring again and stuff, didn't
yeah.
they? Yeah. Yeah. Prince will say, you still got that Hooker and Heat vinyl, Corey? Haha. Yeah. So I was telling, I know I at least said it on one stream before, but I was buying this album. It's John Lee Hooker and Canned Heat, and it's a blues album. Great album. The two of them like collabing together on it. But I went and bought it, and the album's called Hooker and Heat. So John Lee Hooker and Canned Heat, and PayPal canceled the order.
Nuh-uh.
Uh huh. And I had like some little warning email of like, I can't remember exact. I wish I should have kept it, but it was something along the lines of like, we have standards. This is not so. So I don't know if the title they took it.
Yeah,
It clicked something in there, but it totally was innocent. It was just a blues
that's funny.
album, but yeah, I didn't like it. Jeff was saying I didn't track my vinyl either, Corey. I probably have around 75, maybe. Yeah, I I'll have to go through and count again. I say I'm probably around that 100 mark. I had more, but like I said, I judge me or not, somebody approached me and
No
bought a
judge
little,
here.
yeah, bought a little chunk from me. But Sub Holland. I wish I had kept all my vinyl I had in the 80s. Yeah, yeah. I wish I would have kept all the vinyl I had. I wish I would have kept all the DVDs I had. The
Yeah,
VHS I
me
had.
too.
Yeah, it seems like we have that common,
We wish, we wish.
yeah, common theme.
Ooh, excuse me.
Yeah, gave you an offer you couldn't refuse. I couldn't.
Yeah.
I even tried to talk him out of it. That's a that's
That's
the
how nice
fun.
Corey is. That's how nice Corey is.
That's the funniest thing. I'm like, no, no, and he's like, no, I'm serious, and I'm like, no, and yeah, it went back and forth, and he finally was like, dude, if you want to keep him, that's fine, but he was like, I'm like, okay, um,
That's awesome.
yeah. So anyway, uh, I'm going here. Motley Crue. I haven't seen the biop biopic. Sorry, I can't read tonight. Of that, The Dirt. I have not seen that either.
It's not very good.
Mm.
Yeah.
Last question, Rich. Do you have any video game nostalgia?
I do. I mean, I don't play video games. I gave all my gaming stuff to my daughters because they play video games. But I take that back. I still have a Switch. I do have a Switch. I'm a Mario guy. I love Mario. I know it's simple, but
It's
that's what I
fun.
love to play. Yeah. I can throw it on, play with my son. Yeah.
Sorry, I just started reading. Steve, I'm sorry to hear that, Brian. Just kidding. Creed at least has a singer that can sing with some soul and has a killer guitarist, but Nickelback is just very mundane. Shots fired. Shot fired.
Yeah,
No.
shots fired.
Brian was saying I didn't like anything from Nickelback, but enough to admit I liked them, even though they weren't my favorite. I'll admit when they were out and they were big, I had CDs from them and I
I don't
listened
think
to
I
them.
did.
Oh, I did. I'll admit that. There's
Yeah.
yeah, a lot
They
of
were
people
on a,
did. They sold tons of records.
yeah.
Yeah,
There was a soundtrack I had that it was maybe a Spider-Man. Spider-Man 2.
yeah. It has.
Um, that's the one
Oh
that
no,
Hero,
that's
isn't
the
it?
Creed. That's the Creed guy with. Um, there's two
I thought,
guys, two different bands that mixed together for one of the. Oh gosh, now I'm blinking on the. Sorry,
I
I'll
thought it
look it
was
up.
Hero or something.
Yeah, yeah. That yeah, yeah. Isn't it something like I like so high I can see heaven or something like that? And
I don't remember. I just remember it being here. I think it's Hero.
yeah.
Somebody in the chat help us out again.
Oh gosh, I'm blinking on. There was two different
Yeah.
bands that kind of joined up to do that one, but
But it was on the Spider-Man soundtrack, right?
yes, yep.
Okay. I knew I wasn't crazy.
I'm almost positive. Now watch, I'll be wrong. Somebody will.
Me too.
You're wrong again, Corey. And I'm like, yeah, probably. Corey, if the Blu-ray looks good to you, that's all that counts. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hmm.
that's what makes it hard for me to upgrade somewhere. I'm just like,
Yeah.
well, if there's no new special features and the blue is good, sometimes I'm like, I'm gonna rock the blue and get something different, in the
Yeah.
collection. But absolutely, Dell,
I
completely
tell you, a
agree with you.
Blu-ray that I watched again on my new TV that I thought it was a 4K was. The new one with uh, the guy from Twisters and the girl from. It's on Netflix now too. Uh,
Oh, the
Anyone but you.
yeah, yeah, yep. It
Oh, that Blu-ray. Holy cow, that looked
looked pretty
phenomenal.
good.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm blanking on her name, but yeah, the rom com that kind of
Yeah,
was
yeah.
out. Yeah, the two of them have been in a lot of stuff.
They're
But
both doing well.
Sydney Sweeney was it? Or
Yes, Sydney Sweeney.
yeah,
Ali right here says the song "Hero" from Spider-Man 2 is a freaking banger to this day.
was it the guy from Saliva that was with him?
I
I'm
don't
trying to
know.
remember if it was Saliva and Creed
I,
or
I
something
like
like that.
Saliva. I thought it was Nickelback.
I could be wrong. That's where I'm saying
I know I
I'm.
could be wrong too. I don't know my music.
We'll wait until Allie
Yeah,
tells
yeah.
us. Allie, sorry, we're putting you to work tonight. Jeff was saying every alien Romulus on my Walmart has all the slips pulled off of them.
And some of
Oh,
them didn't come with them. Yeah, there's
well,
some
I
of them that
wonder if
don't
some
have
people
stuff.
are grabbing some though too, because those slips are nice. Like they're different. They're not just the flat. So I wonder if people are grabbing them
Well,
and
see, when I
selling
was
them.
at when that came out, I was at a Walmart, my local Walmart, when they were putting them out, and they were opening them up, and none of them had slips on them.
Mm. Well, I was in one of the WalMarts a couple weeks ago, and I sent a picture to a few people that I'm like, here's up to all my slip fans, and they had the spider
Oh, I
security locks,
freaking hate that.
and all of them were so tight that it was like bending in the slip covers, like at the top. They'd have creases at the top where they're
Yeah,
bending in, and I'm
um,
like, dude,
yeah,
yeah, yeah. So Jeff was saying about 4 years with my OLED, I'm still always in awe watching the stuff.
yeah. I am. It's like discovering. Like I watched 4K
Brian
before.
too.
It was great,
Yeah.
and but watching it on OLED, like I watched Jaws last night. I watched the 4K, it looked phenomenal on my old TV, and then watching it on my OLED, I was like, like it's like seeing my first pair of boobs for the first time. I was like, what am I watching? Sorry,
You made me
I'm sorry,
snort. Sorry.
sorry. Like,
Everybody's gonna hear me snort in that one, but
uh, but it's like you're like, oh my gosh, like what am I watching? Like it was amazing. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That's
where has this been all my life? Oh, oh, that's funny. Made me laugh hard. I snorted, so that means it was a good laugh. Brian was saying I got my OLED 2 years ago, and 4K is definitely a way more impressive
oh yeah,
experience on OLED. Than Holland, you can't use PayPal for cash
cash.
only, or Brian or Bitcoin.
That's funny.
That was the first thing when it got rejected. I'm like, what do you mean it was rejected? And I saw this like terms of use stuff, and I'm like, I was trying to buy a blues album.
That's yeah. That had to be an algorithm thing.
Yeah, it just the right words were there
Oh yeah.
for it. But we got Mega Mike in here. What's up,
What's
man?
up,
So,
Mega Mike?
two of my favorite people. How's everything been? Doing good, man. Good to see you
Yeah.
in here. Saying hi to Brian. Um, I'm trying to, man. Every time I think I'm like catching up with things, I fall behind. So I appreciate
But
everybody
there's
like
a
jumping in
great
here.
chat in here tonight. I
Yeah,
love that.
that's why I love doing this. It's a little bit to the balance and keep going through it
Hmm.
quick enough, but I love
That's
it.
why I love our community.
Yeah, they're so great talking, amongst themselves and with us too. But if you could have any video game changed into a movie, what would it be?
They already did the best one, Super Mario. That was phenomenal. But I'm gonna go with an easy answer because I'm dying to see it done in the way that they did Super Mario, Legend of Zelda. I want to see Legend of Zelda.
That'd be a good one. Yeah. Oh gosh. Oh, I'm trying to think of even what. Let me come back to that. I'm blanking on. I can picture the video game right now, and I'm blanking on. Oh gosh, I'm completely blanking on the name. I can't. I don't know if I
Is it
can.
Nintendo or
It was a. Well, I played it on PC.
oh, you're one of those.
I'm one of those. I don't know if I can pull up my library um, on my phone or not, but Yeah, I know. I'm one of those. I have consoles too, but yeah, I got into PC gaming for a while, and then when my son was younger, he got into it, and it was kind of a fun thing we did together.
That's
Where
awesome.
we built his gaming PC together. So like one
I think you
Christmas,
told me that. Yeah.
he got a bunch of the parts, and we put it together. It was so like a little project together, but um, one that would be kind of cool. This was one of them. There was two that I was like picturing in my mind, but I was blanking on them. But one is Dishonored. There was a couple of them, but Dishonored was one. It was kind of a mix of like um, the steam, kind of steampunk, but then like there was a little magic involved with it as well, or even Bioshock. That was another cool.
Somebody said that in the comments already
Oh, did
too.
they?
Yeah. Um, Jeff did.
Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. Bioshock would be a cool one. That
Uh,
would mix horror and some other things into it as well. I'll try to catch up with the chat here, but
yeah. Good luck.
yeah, right. Sorry. Thanks for putting up with me, Rich.
No, dude, it's awesome. I love it.
Yeah, it's a
No,
good
this
time to
this
do
is
that.
love
But
seeing everybody in the chat.
I know it makes the, like I said, nothing horrible, but just had a long week, and it was like I was like I was so much
Hmm.
looking forward to hanging out with you, and then whoever else,
Yeah.
all the other
And,
friends that jump in the chat, and
like this week's kind of hard. Sunday was David's celebration of life. If you guys didn't know that,
yeah.
of course it was in California. I'm in Iowa. I couldn't make it, so it's kind of weighing on me. And his amazing wife, she's. I try to talk to her once a week. Um, she sent me a message. Hey, can I have your address? I want to send you the little flyer thing they do,
Oh
and then
yeah,
that just touched me, And so I'm looking forward to getting that in the mail soon.
that's cool. Well, I
So this
mean,
is really, really, I was really looking forward to this. And then it's my kid being sick.
it's just kind of a nice escape for a little bit.
Yeah. And to be
I can.
honest with you, I tried to avoid YouTube as much, if that makes sense. I don't say avoid it, just because it's still hard, because
Well, you
that was
have a
my
lot of
partner in
great
crime.
memories,
Hmm.
with him, and so it's probably hard not to do it and not think about him,
Yeah. Like
And
even talking about him earlier when we first started, I get choked up and
yeah,
still
well,
fresh.
well, yeah, that's perfectly understandable for sure. Um, no, absolutely, and
I wish you guys, like the people that he knew in this chat, I wish you guys could hear what he said about you guys when we were off air because it was nothing but nice. You know what I mean? He was always um, complimentary of everyone. You know what I mean? He was just a super nice guy.
oh, that's the only thing I've ever felt about him ever. Like both of you, because both of you are, like I said, when I was barely just like trying to decide what I was going to name my YouTube channel, you guys were like, "Come on," and hang out, and that's the only thing I can hope I can do, like going forward, is what both of you did for me, welcoming me in and not caring you're not going to benefit anything from having me on your channel, but you just want to, you're like, hey, you sound like you'd be fun to hang out and talk
Yeah,
movies with,
that's
and
what we like.
that's all we care about. It doesn't matter if we love people jumping in the chat, but if nobody's there, hey, we're still going to be here talking about the movies. And
Yeah,
I, I just hope, well, yeah, what the kindness both of you showed to me, I hope I can only do that for people going forward too. So
yeah. I
it
mean,
always
he's
it means a lot to me. So
yeah. It means a lot to me too that you had me. Um, so when you reached out, was it a couple weeks ago?
yeah.
Um, yeah, I was super excited but nervous too at the same time. I was like, oh,
Got to deal with Corey.
no,
Um,
no. It's just like no,
no,
and like
I'm joking.
I'm trying to I was trying to do two Instagram pages, Faces for Radio, and then my page. And I was like, I can't do two pages.
Yeah,
So
that's
I
all
just
right.
kind of moved the stuff I was posting on the Faces for Radio to my page now, just because it's a lot easier to do that.
Yeah, no, I can understand that. That's I do very little, and it seems like I have a hard time keeping up with
Yeah,
things. So, and you got life and work and everything else
yeah.
too. So, um, Jeff was saying, "Don't worry, Corey. I still have at least one Nickelback album." Hey, I'll admit it. You know, there's certain bands that people love to hate now, but I'm like,
That's
hey, I
okay.
I
That's
dug them.
okay.
I dug them in the past. So Tiana loves Nickelback. We got that there.
Tiana loves everybody.
She just
Yeah,
loves
she's just
everybody.
awesome.
Jeff was saying, yes, Hero. It was Josie Scott and Chad
Oh,
Kroger.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we both, yeah.
And there you go. The song Hero from Spider Man is freaking banger to this day. Yeah. That's that's a good one for sure. I'll listen to that for sure. Um, Brian saying I have at least two Nickelback CDs. It was in the earlier. Hey, it's all right, man. I know I got them stuck away somewhere, but
Don't lie. He's got him in his car right now. One's in the.
he pressed pause to tune into this live stream right now. So he's the lead singer from Nickelback. Yep. Okay. Yep. Um, yeah. Saliva and Nickelback.
Click, click, boom.
Yeah. Here. No, not that Hero. Holland.
No.
Not that. Not Enrique. Jeff was saying Josie Scott is Saliva, I believe. Chad from Nickelback. Yep.
They just played. Saliva just played in a town just about 30 minutes from me not too long ago in this dive bar.
Yeah, that's what sometimes you run into. We've done that before where we were staying somewhere and we ran into like I was like, I know those guys from somewhere, and they were walking into it where we weren't going into some fancy hotel, but they were, you know, I end up Googling and they're like, oh yeah, they were playing the bar down the street, you know, and they were just kind of touring around, but hey, you know,
Yeah.
still making some money. Allie said, yeah, those spider raps should be
Oh,
banned for
I did a
sure.
whole YouTube video. It was a YouTube, it was a short or something. And oh, it irritates me to no end.
Yep. Steve was saying, after listening to Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, Soundgarden, Pearl Jam, etc., Nickelback just seemed like a parody of the era. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of those where people are like, that's where maybe got too commercial and kind of sold out. But I even remember some people giving hate to Pearl Jam about that too. I
Mhm.
remember back in the early 90s where people were like, almost felt that about Pearl Jam compared to like Nirvana or something. But
Yeah.
you named a lot of great bands there. So
Oh, I love Nirvana.
I have CDs of all of those. I think so.
Like,
Uh,
like when you hear certain songs, do you like? My mind will instantly go to a moment when I was younger. Do you have that when with certain music?
that will do what now?
Like, take you instantly in your mind to a certain moment in your past.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. No, absolutely. I wasn't catching that. Yeah, absolutely. There's certain songs I can be like, I was a freshman in high school. You know, I know. So you think you know within like a 1 or 2 year range of when that happened, or I was like, I just graduated college, or oh, we had our son, you know, at that time, or oh, absolutely. I can
Hmm.
remember. I'm not saying every single song, but quite a few. I can be like, I could remember a year, give or take 1 year, you know, like a range, or I was with you doing this and I heard that, or
Yeah.
I had something silly too, where you know, remembering a song that was the first one playing on my radio when I was driving away from my high school graduation, or like things like that, where you're just like, you'll always remember that. So, do you have
Yeah.
that as well too? Then,
Oh
yeah,
yeah. Like there's so many songs like from my high school era
yeah.
and even my middle school era. Um, when I say era, I feel like Taylor Swift. I don't like I should be able to say era. Um, but like I'll hear certain songs, but I remember what I was doing when I heard this at this time, and it's just like, oh,
No, I definitely have those.
yeah,
So, and like some of the songs you don't pick, like not saying like, oh, it's the greatest song ever, but it just happened to
yeah,
play at a certain moment in your life, and you're just like,
hmm,
you'll always connect those two. But
yeah.
I finally got to Jeff's Bioshock movie. I would agree. That would
Never
be
played that.
oh, that's got some cool leaning into horror type thing. Yeah, I could see that being a cool movie if somebody did it right. But yeah,
Would
so
it make you jump, Corey?
yes, it would. I don't know as much as Longlegs did,
Did
but
you ever buy that?
no,
Oh, you did. Oh man, I
no.
loved that movie.
Uh,
Oh,
Someday if I find a sale, I might.
I got the 4K. I haven't watched it yet. Not to
Yeah,
my L's.
I yeah, I still remember that stupid scene. Yeah, I felt myself jump, and I just looked, and everybody like kind of looks over at me, and I'm like, I freaking jumped. Yeah, whatever, like
That's so funny.
it was such a stupid part, but it was like building up. I still remember it, but it was like so quiet and just building up the tension, and then just I won't give it away, or like I don't know if it'd be a spoiler, but just something simple happens really quick, and
Uh,
I think I was just wound
jump.
up so tight, I just end up jumping, and I'm like,
That was funny.
whatever. Yeah,
That was funny.
it wasn't even a scary part, but
No, it wasn't.
I think it was a testament like how they built tension through
Attention.
that
Yeah.
movie, and I apparently was wound up for that one, so
Yeah.
yeah, I'll remember that one for a long time. But Steve was saying we need a Mega Man movie. Yeah, I can see that.
There's that Amazon show that's taking, I forget what it's called. I think it's on Amazon, where they're taking like Pac-Man, Mega Man, and they're turning it into like this animated like shorts. I
Hmm,
forget what it's called.
I don't know that.
And Mega Man's one of them.
I can see Mega Man, but then that made me think of Metroid.
Oh,
You ever remember
yeah.
that
I
one?
remember
Or
Metroid, yeah.
yeah, yeah, that'd be something too. But
Yeah.
Brian was saying PC building is one of my hobbies. I haven't done it in a long time. I had so much fun doing it. But when my son was younger, I did it, and then I did for a little while where I'd buy like old PCs and kind of clean them up and upgrade them a little bit, and then try to flip them for a little bit, and then it just got to where it just wasn't worth the hassle and things got too expensive. But I have fun doing it. I'd like to do it some more, but yeah, you only need so many PCs in the house. So we're popping off in the chat tonight. Love to see it. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I can't keep up with it, which is a good sign. You guys are doing awesome. Dave was always super cool with everyone. That's
It
absolutely
was.
correct. Yep, absolutely
Yeah.
correct. So much love. Um, wow, you guys make me feel like I really, really fall behind. Um, Adrian was saying, yes, I've changed my picture, Tiana. I've been thinking about doing it for some time. I almost thought about doing that too, but I wondered if people would like not know who it was. You kind of get used to people's
Hmm.
little icon images or whatever you want to call it on the screens. But all right, I think I caught up through that. But so we've been talking about a lot of movies, like collecting. Do you? I know I've cut back a little bit on what I've been buying, but how do you decide what you're going to bring in? Do you still do blind buys, or do
Yeah, I
you?
do. I
Okay,
do
okay,
blind buys,
yeah,
but I won't pay full price blind buys if that makes sense.
yeah. No, it does.
Like,
Yeah.
there's a movie I've been dying. I bought it about a month ago. It's been sitting on my shelf. I haven't watched it yet, and it's Kubu. I think that's how you say it. Got the 4K for $15. Um, it was a blind buy. Um, I've heard nothing but great things. So for $15, 4K, I snatched it.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to watching it. I will get to it hopefully soon. Um,
I
but
could I could see that for blind buys for sure. Not
what I normally do, this may sound lame, but I go to Blu-ray.com. At the top of their page, they have their deals. Um, you ever go to Blu-ray? You have to go to Blu-ray.com.
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
Um,
I've done that quite a bit.
they have, how they have their
Yep, the deals
deals. I
section.
click on it,
Yep.
then I'll just okay. Hey, I've been wanting to add this to the collection, and wait for the. I'll just keep watching, and that's how I normally do it. Like I got the James Bond set for like $60, Blu-ray.
I did that. Um, it,
That's the one I have right there.
it,
Yeah.
it might have been. It was around Black Friday, but it might have been a couple years ago. But it was the same deal where they ended up having, and I think I had actually got that one directly from Groove, the
I love
groove.com.
Groove.
Yeah, they do
I love
great
Groove.
deals too. and I think they had it on sale. And like I said, it's a couple years ago, and it might have been the first time I was buying from them. And if you sign up for the first time, you get a 20% off discount. And
Hmm.
so I kind of went nuts for a little bit and like did this big purchase because I'm like $20 off or whatever. So I ended up getting that for a
Yeah.
pretty good
And see,
price too.
like, that's what I do. I go to Blu-ray.com. I know what I want.
Yeah.
Like, if I like a movie and I know I'll watch it again and it's the right price, I'll snag it up. Like,
Yeah.
Groove had a bunch of those horror movies on sale. This don't my cats. Sorry, it's about that time to start fighting.
Yeah.
Um, for like 7.99, eight ninety
Yep.
nine. I bought a bunch of them that I wanted in my collection. I just wasn't going to pay $20
Yeah.
for a Blu-ray.
There's some of those, as long as they don't go out of stock, there's some great deals to be had if you hold off and
Hmm.
wait. So one that is supposed to be, and heck, it might have been dropped off as we've been streaming here, that was supposed to be coming tonight. One I know you already got, but I held off the last time. But that the third set of the Alfred Hitchcock 4K set,
Oh yeah.
the green one, that
Hmm.
went back down to like 35, 34,
That's a good
35,
deal.
whatever. And so I did grab it this time because I have the other two. And
Hmm.
I think last year, I remember you, or it's been a long time ago, you were looking at buying it. I'm like, oh, I was thinking about that. And we were talking about it a little bit.
Hmm.
And I was like, I almost did it. And then the price went back up. And I'm like, oh, I guess I'll wait. But then
Yeah, just
it went
wait.
down again. But
Yeah, them sales always come around.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I wish I could buy things day one, um, but that's so expensive if you're buying everything. Um,
It's getting more and more expensive too. Yeah, for
yeah,
sure. Um, oh,
my just like I said, Blu-ray.com, their deal section
I go
at the
out there
top
all
of
the
the
time.
page.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I do. Do you use the Blu-ray.com app to log your catalog?
I don't. I
You should.
actually, I paid. Well, I have one that I'm using right now that is
Collectors,
my movies.
that's Blu-ray.com.
I don't think this one
Is it
does.
this one? Hold on.
I don't know if you can see it. It's like a like
Is it?
the film
Oh,
clapper
okay.
thing.
See, the
You're
Blu-ray.com
not
was
gonna be
called
able to
My
see it real.
Movies too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
But then I open up and then I'll have like the
You see,
images
that's
of
not the
my.
one I use. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See, that's different.
The one thing I started doing with
So
this one
this
is
one.
kind of cool is like you have this like this, you can just shake it and it will bring up a movie like if you don't know what to watch that night.
Oh, that's kind of cool. That is
So,
kind of cool.
but you can be like, oh, I don't want that one, and you shake it again, and like, okay, the Raid Redemption. Okay, I'm gonna watch that one tonight. Or you're like, no, I already watched that one. Like, oh, Blowout. It's kind of funny that it does that, but I haven't
I
done
like
that a
that.
whole
It's kind of
lot.
cool.
But yeah, something if you're just sitting there, can't make up your mind, you can get into it. But I did see Steve was saying here or asking, how's David's family doing? I've been seeing past episodes of Faces for Radio. Good
Oh,
times.
well, thanks for that. His wife, his
So
wife's hanging in there. I mean, um, when I talked to her Friday, it was Friday, yeah. I said her kids are being great kids, and I told her that's just proves and shows what a good man David was. That he instilled good character in his kids because she said her kids are there every day with her, checking in on her, making sure things are getting done. Um, so she's hanging in there.
it's
And
obviously going to be a tough time. I mean,
yeah,
but
and then one of
that's
his
great.
sons is about to have a
That's
baby.
oh gosh, yeah.
Hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
he had grandkids already before,
yeah.
and but more coming in. But that's great that the kids are around there though.
Hmm.
You don't always get that in situations. I
Yeah,
know I'm further away from my parents, and I always think about that too as they get older too. But
it's hard.
yeah,
Um, like my dad has dementia, and I live 40 minutes away
yeah,
and 30 minutes away. So it weighs on you a little bit,
absolutely.
as you see your parents. But yeah, his Leona. amazing woman. Very funny, very funny. She makes me laugh in her texts. Um, she's doing as best as she
Yeah.
can, you
Yeah.
know.
No,
But
that's all.
continue to pray for him,
Yeah.
send positive thoughts and stuff because she could use them.
Absolutely. Yeah. No, and that's for yeah going forward for
Oh,
sure.
can I show you something that I'm just because let
Go
me
for it.
find her. Let me find it on my phone here. Where'd she go? She said that they had made this shirt for her to wear for his. I don't know. It's going to be hard to see. I don't know if you
Oh
can
yeah, I
see
can
that.
see it.
Is it
Yeah.
is a T-shirt they made for her to wear for his celebration of life?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, I love that. I thought that was pretty cool.
Just different pictures of them through.
Hmm. Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah,
Yeah. I don't know. It's
yeah. I mean, like, it's still hard to believe he's gone. Um,
I yeah, I agree.
because
Um,
it's just, yeah, it happens so fast.
quick. That's what I was gonna say. It seemed like if it seemed like it was very quick. Um,
Yeah. Like it's, I keep playing that last conversation I had with him over in my head. That Friday before he passed, um, he said he was feeling better. He felt like he was on the uphill, like he was on the road to recovery because he felt like he was able to walk again and stuff without a walker. And then 3 days later, 2 days later, he was gone.
I was similar too, where it was like the week before, and I hadn't talked to him for a little while. No, I know I know I didn't have the connection like you do, and I definitely didn't talk to him as nothing close. So I'm not like comparing like how much, but I just said like, hey man, just hadn't talked to you for a while. Just hey, wanted to say hi, and he sent back and just like thanks man, and things are going well, and that was like the week before that, and that's where I was when you said
Hmm.
that thing to me. I was like,
Yeah.
but
I remember, go
go
ahead.
ahead. No, go
No,
ahead.
I remember just getting that message from John. He's like, call me. And I knew. I was like, oh,
Yeah, a lot of those times where you're like, there's no other reason they're calling or
yeah.
contacting you. But no, I just go back and think about like that last stream we did where he jumped on for quite a while, and
Hmm.
um,
Yeah. That meant a lot to him too. Even though
oh,
he had to go to the hospital afterwards.
well, and that's why I felt horrible too. Like with that,
Yeah. Yeah. He goes, it wasn't the stream that did it. It was, he made that clear.
yeah,
It was the failure in the catheter that he
yeah.
had that, was why he had to go to the ER.
But
But that was a fun stream. We were all talking to Dave.
it
Dave was,
was and laughing,
um,
and having a
yeah,
good time, and
yeah,
that was a good one. I'm glad we were able to do that for
yeah, me
sure.
too. That was
Um,
fun.
yeah, for sure. Um, sorry, I'll move on here.
It's okay.
Movie Hunter was saying, was it Kubo? As beautiful
Yeah,
Kubo,
Kubo.
Kubo and the
Yeah,
two strings, or
yes,
yeah,
that's it. Yeah,
yeah, yeah. I have the
I just got
steelbook
the
of that one
reverse.
too.
I just have the slip. I was glad it came with the slip.
That was one I didn't realize I scared my daughter to death with that movie because we went and saw that. I took my two kids to the theater to see that one, and she was pretty young. I didn't know much about the movie. Didn't know anything about that, but when the steelbook came out, I bought that and I put it in and I was watching it. She came home and she was, you scared me to death from taking us to that movie, and I'm like, what? There's the sisters, have
I
you
haven't
seen the
seen it
movie?
yet.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Mm-mm.
There's a
It's
part
okay.
there's characters in the movie that she was like, I was so scared, but she was afraid to admit she was scared, so she didn't say anything to me, and we sat through the whole movie. But then this is when she's like, whatever, 17 or something, walking through the house when I just got it. And I'm like, I threw it in to see what the 4K looked like, and she's like, that movie scared me so bad. And I was like, I'm sorry, wasn't trying to. But
Oh, speaking of scary, I'm gonna
yeah, yeah, go.
have you. If you guys get a chance to see Memoir of a Snail, it's
Mm,
like a stop motion animated movie. It is not for kids. No stretch of imagination. It's just for kids. It has very adult themes, um, about loneliness, depression. Um, oh, it's a very, very good movie.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, I heard somebody just in the stream talk about it briefly, and I was like, "Oh, wait a minute, what do I know that?" Then I seen it, and I rented it, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this was really, really good."
I
Memoir of a Snail.
I wrote it down. I have not. I don't know anything about that one. I have
Yeah,
to.
if you get a chance to look up the trailer, it
Okay,
the stop motion is weird at times, but the story is great.
I'll have to check that out.
Uh,
Jeff was saying I had Kubo on 3D for a while. I still need to see it. I've heard so many good things about it. It's a good. It's a
I
good
can't wait
one.
to check it out.
Yeah, like I said, unfortunately, I figured out my daughter was the age she
That's
was at.
funny.
I scarred her from taking her to it. I didn't realize
Is
that,
that
but
straight animation or is it stop motion?
I thought it was stop motion. Um, I thought it was stop motion. I'm trying to
I don't know. I've
remember
never
now,
seen it.
but
I didn't know.
no, I thought it was. I thought it was stop motion. It's a good movie. It's good story to it. It's for sure. Jeff was saying Blu-ray.com app is amazing.
Yeah.
Basement Blues got me hooked on it.
Uh,
Movie Hunter was saying I tried the app out. I tried that app out of the 123 DVD steals I have. Only 62 were in the database, so I use another one that will let me add ones not in the database.
oh,
Okay.
cool.
I know I've had some with this one that I do where it's like it doesn't recognize it in the US. Do you want to check other countries? And I was like, say yes, and it will find it. Because there's some that I'll get our imports, or even we're talking about finding deals. I'll go to hamiltonbooks.com quite a bit, and they'll have quite a few, it seems like, that are like Canadian releases or something. And so I'll have to do that to pull it in. But Movie Hunter was saying wasn't going to try to put another 2K steals in that database if they don't. Yeah, I could see that for sure.
Yeah.
That's spending some time there.
Yeah.
Steve was saying thanks for the update for updating us, Rich. That shirt is
Oh, no problem, man.
fantastic. Well, that's pretty cool. What's a movie you're thankful for, Rich? Some of those are
Uh,
hard questions, Crow. Or Prince. I keep on looking and see Crow
right?
big,
I
and
do too.
I say Crow, but sorry, Prince.
Um, I'm going to use the same answer that I used for the serotonin question, and it's Clerks too,
Yeah,
because there was a time, um, like it's going to get deep for a second. I thought about committing suicide, and um, thankfully for my kids, they helped me, and that movie helped me because it's just a movie that I get lost in. I know it's a dumb dick and fart joke movie with a little romance in it, um, but I don't know, just something about that movie. When I'm sad, it brings me up, so I am thankful for that.
that's great. Yeah, it's great to have things like that that you can just dive into and just get a little,
Hmm.
uh, a little fun, a little like distraction from
Yeah,
things for sure. I could see that. Um, what was
I
Jeff
love these
saying?
questions.
Yeah, they got a lot of great ones. Jeff was saying, I went to go grab Clerks 2 from my shelf. I don't have it. How am I missing it? But I have 1 and 3.
Oh
Well,
man,
so I guess you got to be on the hunt for 2 now,
I
Jeff.
think two. I don't know if they reissued it, but I
He
know
says
at one
2 is the
point,
best.
yeah, two was kind of pricey for the Blu-ray 'cause it got out of print. I don't know if it still is, if they reissued it or not.
Yeah. Prince was saying hugs for you, Rich. Sorry, man. Didn't know.
No, that's
But
okay,
yeah.
man. It's okay. If I didn't want to answer, I wouldn't have.
Yeah, no,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, it's good to have some of those movies that you can fall
Hmm.
back
I
on.
love the
Yeah.
questions. I like that.
Yeah. I know we've been talking about movies most of the time, but I've seen a lot of posts that you've had about comic books, and love that you have for those and picking up
Oh, I
those. And
love comic books. I love
uh,
those silly comic books.
so is that
Um,
still physically? Do you still collect
I read
those as
digitally.
well?
I
Digital. Okay.
digital.
I know a lot of
There,
people. I know a lot of people that have switched over to digital for comics.
I have no problem. That's it's so weird. I'm a physical media collector, but I cannot get into collecting physical comics anymore.
Yeah.
It just took too much space.
Yeah.
Um, so I go digital. I love comic books. I read them every week. I try to throw up little quick little blurbs on my Instagram stories. If anybody it's not about reading a comic book or checking out a title, I try to help them out any way I can.
Yeah. Well,
And
that's where I
speaking of
see you post things about that quite a bit. But sorry, I didn't mean to
next,
cut you off there.
no, 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 it's okay. Next week, actually, I'm bringing back Comic Talk. Ben Buster is going to be my first guest back, and we're going to be talking about DC Comics, Absolute Superman #1, Absolute Wonder Woman #1, and Absolute Batman #1. So we're doing that the 18th or the 19th. I have to double check at 8:30 Central Time.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to that.
No, I like that. Yeah, no, you're not the first one I actually heard of that collects physical movies, but have switched over digitally to the comic book thing.
Yeah,
And
it's just so much easier.
yeah, I've heard sometimes like space, but price too. And
Oh, comic books are so expensive.
mhm.
Like sometimes they're $5, $6 a pop for 20 pages.
Yeah, and when there's
You
so
know,
many different ones that you want to try to
yeah,
keep up with, it can add up pretty quickly.
yeah.
Uh, do you have one right now that you're kind of diving into more than
Oh,
others,
oh
or
man, that's a. I love right now. It's probably the two best comic books being published. Transformers. I know sounds crazy.
no? That's all right.
Transformers and GI Joe, published by Image Comics, and they took the two franchises and put them together in one universe called the Energon universe, where it just works. They it's kind of basic. I won't say reality because you have giant fucking robots,
Yeah,
but it's takes a more realistic. Oh shit! Oh, a camera about fell over.
no, that's all right.
Sorry,
You're
I
good.
had it
You're good.
plugged in. Um, they just blended the Transformers and GI Joe all into one, and it just works. They're trying to fight over renewable energy. That's what I mean by realistic. Everybody wants
Real
renewable
world
energy.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just fantastic books. I love them. I look for those each. Look forward to those each and every month.
I'll have to check that out because those are two I grew up with, man. I had the
Yeah,
toys and stuff like growing up, both GI Joe and Transformers. So, oh, that's cool.
guys,
I
they're
guess
really
I
good.
didn't know that they were doing that.
Hmm.
So maybe a movie coming out sometime, having both of them
Well,
crossing over, or
well, if you remember the Transformer: Rise of the Beast, at the end of the movie, they hinted that GI Joe was coming.
oh,
Did
okay.
you ever see? Spoiler
No,
alert!
no, I never saw it.
Oh, my bad. My
It's
bad.
okay. It's all right. It's all right.
Uh,
That's one I
but
wanted
yeah,
to see, but I have not seen that yet.
yeah,
But
there's a little Easter egg at the end, a little tag at the end of Transformers: Rise of the Beast. But I doubt we'll see that movie because Rise of the Beast didn't make money.
well, it's one of those two that oh gosh, that was it. What Friday the 13th was that? Was it Jason Goes to Hell where they had the
Yeah.
little hint of
Hmm.
Freddy Krueger, and then it didn't happen forever, and then they
But I don't care
finally.
what anybody says. Freddy vs. Jason was a fun movie.
Oh, it's
I
fun.
really
Yeah,
dug
yeah.
it. I
No,
love
it's
that
fun.
movie. Yeah,
I have fun with that
yeah,
whole franchise. You can rank how you think better or worse
yeah,
out of all of them, but it's a fun
yeah.
franchise.
I agree.
Um,
Yeah,
no, I need to see Rise of the Beast, but I even heard Transformers One. That was that the newer animated one
yeah.
that came out. I heard that was
That's awesome.
really good, and I have not seen that one yet. But
If you have Paramount Plus, it's on Paramount Plus.
oh, for real?
Um,
I
yeah,
do
for
have
sure it's on
that.
Paramount Plus.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I
need to
think
I need to use my streaming services better. There's so
I
many
think
things
that's
that I'm like I didn't realize that was on there.
it's probably the best Transformers movie since the '86 Transformers movie.
I've heard so many people say that where they're like I had low expectations and it was an animated one or whatever, but they're like it was so good.
It has heart.
Yeah, like it
And the
was a real
friendship.
movie, a real story, to it.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
have to,
I think it's worth checking out.
no, I definitely want to. I guess I'll have to mark that on my Paramount Plus because I do have that.
Did you see Joker 2 yet?
No, I haven't.
That's coming to Max. maybe tomorrow or
Soon,
next
soon.
week.
I just saw
Yeah,
soon, but I didn't know how
yeah,
soon. But
that's coming soon.
have you watched it?
Uh, yeah, I seen it in the theater.
Yeah.
Worst decision.
I was just going to ask you what you thought about it, but
Yeah.
you answered.
Uh, yeah. So I think what else is hitting streaming lately? Because I kind of pay attention. Alien Romulus. If you haven't seen Alien Romulus, that's on Hulu.
I just marked that one. And I have not seen it yet, and I want to see
Yeah,
that one really badly. But we just picked Hulu up again
yeah,
recently, and I was like, oh, it's on there. So I did put
yeah.
it in my
That's worth the
stuff.
$7.99 or $9.99 all in itself.
Yeah, right. Yeah, that's
Um,
like a rental, you know. It's like,
yeah,
but then they have
yeah.
some other good movies on there
They
too.
do.
But
Don't sleep on Hulu. They have some
yeah,
good documentaries.
yeah.
Um, some good movies on there.
One other that I was kind of impressed with was oh, it was last year. It wasn't Black Friday, but they had some sale thing, and they're like, "Come back," and it was Peacock, and it was like get a
Hmm.
year for like 19.99, and I'm like, okay, I'll do a year for that, and there've been some pretty good movies through there too.
I
I
like.
know they throw some commercials in still, but it's
Yeah,
pretty good.
I do Peacock because if you guys don't know, I love professional
You
wrestling.
got
I
the
love
wrestling,
WWE.
yep.
Yeah, I love WWE. Um, say what you want. I don't care. I love it.
No, that's
Uh,
that's good.
I, but yeah, I like Peacock. They have good movies on there too.
Yeah, no, I've been impressed with some of the movies that they've been
Uh,
throwing out there, but um, Jeff was saying, I'll take Clerks 2 on HD DVD. Keep an
I
eye
want
on
that.
it for me.
I want that.
There you
I
go.
want to get Clerks on Laserdisc. I'm on a hunt for Clerks.
Oh,
I used to have a Clerks VHS, and I'm still hunting for that again. And then a Clerks Laserdisc.
nice. I'll keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Movie Hunter, I'm hoping the new owners of Dogma give it a nice 4K because I still can't afford the blue. Yeah, the
Yeah,
Blu-ray
oh,
goes
that's
for
that.
crazy money.
Yeah, that's Blu-ray's going to come down in price. I almost bet Arrow's probably going to put that out.
Oh,
Because
that.
Kevin Smith said he has a great relationship working with them, and so.
Well, didn't they do just Mallrats not too awful
Hmm.
long ago? And
Ah, this is how dumb I am. Okay, I bought Mallrats that when it first came out on the Arrow
yeah,
Blu-ray. They did looks phenomenal. I've never seen Mallrats. The Blu-ray looks shitty. The first Blu-ray they did is just all grainy and
yeah.
whatnot. And I said, "Oh, this has never looked better." Okay, so I bought it. I was like, "I love it, love it, love it." Year later, Mallrats 4K Arrow.
Yeah.
I bought it. I
There's
and I
your
haven't even
double
opened
dip.
it.
You know, your
Yeah,
few double few
I
double
haven't
dips.
even opened it.
Hey,
I was like, man,
but you have it.
I do have it. It is the exact same slipcover and everything. There's nothing different. Exact same special features as it's on the Blu-ray, but
Hey,
just in 4K. There's no way it looks better than the Blu-ray did because the Blu-ray was phenomenal.
there's
But
always movies that all of us will do that for. So,
I was like, oh, why? It was just
yeah,
like I have to have it.
yeah, that's the collector in you. So,
Hmm. If they did it for Clerks, I'd buy that again. I think I have like 5 different copies of Clerks.
yeah,
So yeah.
no, I can see that. Steve was saying top horror flicks this year, Corey and Rich. Mine, number one, Handling the Undead. Two, Maxine. Three, Late Night with the Devil. Four, Substance. Five, Nosferatu. Oh, wow. So you got to see that one already?
Oh, nice.
Um,
Ooh.
out of those, the only one I've seen, so hold it against me. The only one I've seen out of those is Late Night with the Devil, and that is pretty high on my list, I think, of any of that I've seen. So
I think Maxine's is on Max too.
it is. It is. I know I saw that, but I still have to watch Pearl. I've only seen X, so that's I'm
Oh,
behind.
really?
I'm behind. Yep.
Okay, for me, number 5 would be Late Night with the Devil. I like
Mm.
that. Um, oh, what's that one? It just came out and it was a sleeper hit. I really liked it. Um, the girl's getting hunted by this dude.
Oh, Strange Darling.
Strange Darling. That's
That
one. Oh, so
I
good.
forgot. I just watched that one not too long ago. That was good. It was kind of a crazy storytelling
Hmm.
style too.
I liked it.
Yeah. But yeah,
Um,
because it throws you. It
it
puts
does.
a twist. You don't want to give anything. Go into that one blind if you haven't seen it, Strange Darling, but
Yeah.
it puts a nice twist to things. I'll just say that. But
Okay, that was my number four, right?
I forgot about that one.
Lady of the Devil, Strange Darlings. Uh,
I'm trying to look at my letterbox right
I know. Hold on. Okay, I'm just gonna do four. Okay, I'm gonna go skip to the Substance.
now. I
No,
haven't
wait,
seen
no,
that
no,
one.
Long Legs number two, and then Substance number one.
I'm just thinking of new horror movies I saw in the theater this year. There wasn't a ton of them I went and saw, but Late Night with the Devil, that was up there. Strange Darling, I enjoyed Strange Darling. I kind of forgot about that one. I'm not saying it's the greatest movie ever or anything like that, but Abigail I had kind of fun with.
Oh,
That
yeah,
was
that was
this
a
year,
fun
wasn't
movie.
it?
Yeah.
I kind of had fun with that one. I thought the first Omen was okay. I saw that
Yeah, I
one.
didn't like that one.
Yeah, it was okay. I was like, if you're like, no, it's not good, I would not fight you on that at all. But I'm just thinking, I'm just trying to think how many I actually saw in the theater. It might only been like five. You know what I mean? The actual new ones in the theater. Um, yeah, that might have been it for me actually in the theater this year.
I really dug the Substance. The
I've not
last
seen
maybe
that.
15 minutes of it, to me, that would have been a perfect movie if it wasn't for the last 15 minutes of that movie.
I've heard it goes kind of crazy or
It
something.
goes like Sam Raimi crazy
Yeah,
um,
I've heard
towards
that.
the last one. Yeah. But still a great, great movie. Long Legs, I dug. I really, really like that.
It just didn't click for me. I know
I
people give me a
know.
hard time for it, but
That's
that's
okay,
okay.
though.
It,
That's okay.
it made me jump though, right?
It did.
It did make me jump.
Yeah.
Jeff was saying, "I'm sorry, but I'm clenching every physical media format I can. Um, Movies, games, music, and print. It's hard to do that because it's so pricey and space consuming. Absolutely.
Hmm.
Yeah, just pick one of them. It can take up a lot of space. But yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, agree. You got to pick your battles carefully. Yep.
Hmm.
Huck was saying, yeah, Transformers 1 was fantastic.
Yeah.
I'll have to watch it. Now that I know, I got
I'm
it.
pretty sure it's on Paramount Plus right now.
Well, I'll check, but
Yeah.
I'm putting a note to check for that to see.
Yeah.
But that is one definitely I've been wanting to see.
Yeah.
Um, Ryan was saying, I like your middle of your top five, Steve, but I haven't seen one in five. Oh, we gotcha. Yeah, I haven't seen that was the thing out of that list. I think I'd only seen one.
Yeah. The only one I haven't seen on his list, it was Handling the Dead and Nosferatu.
Yeah, I've only seen Late Night with the Devil out of those. So where am I missing here? Huck was saying, and my 17-year-old daughter loved it just as much as me. So there you go. And hi, Steve. Oh, for probably the Transformer
Transformers.
one. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
All the streaming services I use are ad free. I hate commercials. Most I try to, but there's like Paramount or not Paramount Plus. We were just talking about that. Peacock was one. They had this like 19.99 deal where you got their base thing, and it had commercials, and they're not too bad. I think if I remember with that one, it plays like three or four like right at the beginning, and then it lets you run through the movie, which is okay. You like so you, it's like one of those you start it up and you go grab your popcorn or your drink or whatever and go sit down.
Hmm.
But no, I agree with you, Brian. YouTube, I watch so much of it. I think it's overpriced, but I still pay for the YouTube Premium because I hate the commercial, the
I hate him
ads.
too, but I can't pay for it. I
I
just
know,
can't. I
but
hate it. I hate
uh,
it.
I don't blame you. I wish I didn't. When I first started doing that, it was like YouTube Red or something. I can't remember what they called it at the time, but it was so much cheaper. It was so much cheaper. So like when I first got, I've been using it for a long time, but when it first started, it was like I can't remember. It was like $5 a month. It was something crazy. I
Hmm.
don't know. I don't want to exaggerate, but it was like a
It was
dollar
cheap. I
amount that
remember.
I was fine. I was fine with it. Now I'm just
Now
kind of
it's
like,
like 15, isn't it?
yeah, or 13 or 15 or I don't know. They keep on raising it. It'll probably
Hmm.
go up again here. I saw
Did
they
you
were
see?
just go ahead.
I think you're going to say what I was going to say.
YouTube TV
Hmm.
or yeah, they're raising the prices of YouTube TV again.
Yeah, to be like
I
$1,000 a year.
well, it was like because is it going to like 80 something a month
Yeah,
now or
something like that. It's
something?
like close to $1,000 a year.
Yeah.
Who? No,
No,
just
I don't have it.
get cable. You're gonna
I had YouTube TV for quite a while because again, when that first started, it was a pretty reasonable price. I can't remember what it was, but it was way less than 80 some dollars a month or so. I
Yeah.
can't pay. I don't know. Like if you were like $40 a month or something, I'm like,
I just bought a $70 um, TV antenna indoor. Picks up all the channels I need,
yeah. I
and
have
I
one
have
for the network channels,
yeah. It's
but
like because my daughter loves football, and not all of her games are on the
yeah,
streaming app. So um, I hooked that up for $70. Got one for the living room and one for the bedroom.
I did pick up the cheaper or well, one of the packages of Sling TV, so I could get ESPN during football here. But I drop it. It's seasonal for us.
Yeah,
We haven't had a full live streaming thing for a year round for a long time. So now my son's out of the house. My daughter's almost out of the house, but my daughter and my wife, they're good with just like Netflix, and
yeah.
which I'm not making fun of it, but that's just the thing they watch. And then for me, um, yeah, I have Max. I'll watch that, but then
I like Max.
Peacock, like I said, it was like $20 for a year, so I'm like, oh, I'll do that. I get Paramount Plus for free through one of the things that we have, but
Yeah,
commercial supported. But I'll use that, and then we use Amazon Prime, so I have the Prime Video. But even if they got rid of Prime Video, we'd keep Prime because we live out in the country, and it's
yeah.
the delivery thing we do all the time. So
Did you see Red One? Terrible movie
I haven't seen
is
it.
on. I think this week it became available on Prime. The new Rock movie.
Oh, I didn't know that. No, I have not
I
seen that.
think
Or
it's on this week.
yeah. I've heard, yeah,
Yeah,
not so great things, but yeah,
yeah,
I haven't seen that one yet. I'm trying to think. I have one other one. Oh, there was a big sale. I got. I did grab a year of Shutter, the
yeah.
horror streaming. So I do have that one right now too. But they had a discount price, a pretty good discount price on
I
that.
get
So
Shudder through AMC Plus.
oh, nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, they have some good
I
ones
like.
on there too.
Yeah, I like AMC for Interview. That's another TV show I watch. Interview with the Vampire and the Mayfair Witches.
Oh, I haven't seen either one of them.
Yeah, I like.
Man,
They're really good.
I do these live streams and I always figure out all the things that I don't have time to watch, but I want to watch.
Right,
It's like I'm adding more things and I already can't watch
right.
what I already have. But Huck was saying, as a result of a movie battle, Rich is the season I filled my. Sorry, I cannot read tonight. As a result of a movie battle, Rich is the season I filled my Kevin Smith gap in my
I remember
or
that, Huck.
reason. Yeah, is
I
the
remember
reason.
that. Yeah,
Man, I cannot read tonight in the movie collection. Sorry,
that
Huck,
was
I
fun.
butchered your comment twice, but
Oh, yeah. Have
yep.
you
So
guys seen the 4:30 movie yet?
I have not.
I That's another movie I recently got on Blu-ray. They had a really nice 4K steelbook, but I was like, yeah, no, I don't need. It's like
I,
$40, and I'm like, nah.
yeah, well, yeah, there's a few of them I have sitting in my Amazon, like not in the cart, but there's kind of the wait list or whatever. You take
Hmm.
it out of your cart, and I have tons of movies in there, and then you go in, it will show if something moves in price,
Hmm.
and I have the Blu-ray in there for it, but they went quite a bit for the Blu-ray for me, quite a bit for
See,
the
I got it.
Blu-ray. And
Target buy two get one free. We
oh,
had
so
one of
you
those.
got a good deal on there.
Yeah,
That's what I should have done. But as we're Huck saying, Strange Darling is in my top five.
yeah, I
Yeah,
love
it was
Strange
good.
Darling. Yeah,
Yep. I like that guy. I'm blanking on his name now. The lead guy that's uh,
yeah.
in there. Also, Blink Twice and Trap. I did see Trap, but I have not seen Blink twice yet.
Oh, Blink Twice was okay. I thought it was a good outing for, is it Zoe Kravitz, her first directorial debut?
Yeah.
She did a decent job.
Yep. There you go, Holland. That's what all films are film subjective. Yep. Crow. I keep on saying Crow. Prince. That's the first thing I see when I see your name there. But 5 Bad Boys Ride or Die, 4 Killer Game, 3 Borderlands, 2 Juror, and 1 Crow refresh take. Yep. I haven't seen
Um,
the new Crow.
Prince. Do you really have Borderlands on that motherfucking list? Borderlands? Juror number two, phenomenal film. That's going to be on Max. I think it already is, or this week or next week.
Oh,
Um,
I haven't seen that.
it's Clint Eastwood's movie. I really, really liked that.
Hmm. I'll have to check that out. Steve was saying, yes, I was fortunate to see an advanced screening of Nosferatu here in Santa Monica, California, and I highly recommend seeing it. My favorite Robert Eggers flick since The Witch. Oh, cool. Nice to hear. That's why when you threw that out there in your list, Steve, I was like, dude, I didn't think it was out yet. But then I was like, oh, there's people get to have early screenings. That's very
Yeah,
cool. You got to do that. Yeah.
that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, Jeff, right there. YouTube TV is over 1K a year post taxes.
Isn't
Yeah.
that nuts?
Now it's I think somebody was making a jab at that in an article I was reading. There was like, oh, this was supposed to be the thing that, oh, it's cheaper than cable TV, and it was like, well, it's not anymore, kind of thing, but for sure. Hey, 80s, what's going on? 80s maids in
Yeah.
saying hi, saying $1,000 a year can buy a lot of movies. That is for sure. For sure. Just saying, thrift stores sell them $1 a piece. Yeah, and I love to do my
Mm.
my used shopping. You can fill a lot of movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some of those that I go to that you end up getting like Blu-rays for like $2 to $4 a piece, depending on if they have sales or something
Hmm.
going on. You can get a lot. Yeah. You can get a lot of movies for that for sure. Yep. Crazy in my opinion. Yeah. I can't. All right. I could do that. I don't want to do that. Let's just say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No way.
Uh, you're right. That's a lot of movies you can buy physically. Yep. And that's where we have a couple streaming services, and I know streaming is not for everybody, which is fine, but we have a couple
You
that,
still get to watch the movie.
yeah, yeah.
That's
But
that's
we have a few of those where we get some. We bought them on like deals or sales too, where it's not so. To me, it's not so bad per month or whatever. What it ends up being for a year, and you can still watch quite a few movies because of it. But Brian is saying I got a small outdoor antenna and dropped cable 2 years ago. Over the air channels and a few apps is still much less expensive than cable.
yeah.
And I
And
know
I tell you what, the picture quality on your antenna is pretty damn good.
yeah, it's pretty good what they got going anymore. It seems like, and I know commercials aren't for everybody, but I've been digging into more some of the ad supported services and things like Tubi. They
Yeah.
carry they carry a great selection of movies, like a wide range of movies. Yes, there are some ads in there, so if
I
that's a
don't
deal
mind.
breaker, well, if it's a deal breaker for you, it is. But if not, there's a lot of great movies you can watch for free with that, as long as you have internet to
Oh
stream
yeah,
it.
you got,
Yeah, yeah,
and
for
that's
sure.
another thing. How much you paying for internet? If you got a good um, connection that can handle all the streaming.
Yep. Sorry, did I run your battery down?
Oh, you can tell that I was plugging in my iPad. Yeah,
Sorry, man.
that's okay.
I know we've been
That's
going
okay.
for a little bit.
No, that's okay. I just didn't want to die on you.
Oh yeah. Um, 80s is saying Red One sucked.
Yeah,
Yep.
it
I
did.
haven't seen it yet. So, yep, Rich, Red One is on streaming now. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Uh, Movie Hunter was saying we haven't had cable in 10 plus years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
been
been,
forever since I had cable.
yeah, I'm out in the country. And so where I was at, we had to have satellite, like Dish or Dish Network or whatever. And I'm probably pushing it about that time too. I was a pretty early adopter. Well, we were having Netflix DVDs mailed to us, but then when they started doing the streaming, I was a pretty early adopter with that, even though our internet at the time wasn't that great. But thankfully, over the years, we had a fiber cable that was being run between two towns, and it was going down the gravel road we were on, and we were able to connect up with it. So,
I have fiber and I absolutely love it.
oh, it's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I have
amazing.
never had one issue. My 4K always looks good streaming.
Mine too. The
Oh,
what the cooperative that we have to go through, it's a smaller company for ours. So it's the only option. It is a little on the higher side compared nationally, I think, but I will have to say we just don't have problems with it. You know, it's
mm,
fast. We don't have problems with it. We work from home a lot, so you know you could have multiple people doing video calls and
hmm,
a kid streaming a 4K movie, and things just hum along. I mean, there's always been
yeah.
little hiccups, but I'll say they've been great. It's we've been lucky where we don't have to deal with issues. And
Man, I had MediaCom. I don't. You're
yeah,
familiar with
yeah, yep,
MediaCom. You're
yep,
Iowa.
yep, yep,
Oh man, I had so much issues with that.
yeah.
Resetting the boxes, and then they're like, "Hey, Kinetic's coming to your neighborhood. It's fiber. Do you want it?" I was like, "Hell yeah, sign me up."
Switch me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're lucky enough at least that ours is they're really great. I mean, they the speeds they say you're going to get most of the time when I've checked the speeds,
Hmm.
they're even a little higher than what they say. So I mean, they're
Yeah.
delivering what they're saying. Even the price is a little higher, but they're giving you a little bit more than what they say it's going to be. And we have just very very rare downtimes. I mean, it's so I'll say
Hmm.
that they've been great to deal with. So we don't have any option. It's the only option, but I'm glad that's the option that we have because they've
Yeah.
been that's our work and everything else we do. We stream everything. We wouldn't be able to do it without the great internet that they
Yeah.
provide. But they should sponsor me. Come on, you know. I haven't said their name yet, so no. Strange Darling was entertaining. Trap was very disappointing. I felt like it was just a flick that was showcasing Shyamalan's daughter's music that really dragged. Yeah, I've heard some people say that. Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah. I kind of agree with that.
yeah,
But I've heard people that like my one daughter. She is not very like doesn't analyze movies,
yeah,
and she had a lot of fun with Trap. And I said, but I've heard other people talking to other people. It's like yeah, they had fun with it. That are just average moviegoers. They're not. They don't analyze movies like we do.
yeah. I thought it was going to be more intense than what it was.
Hmm.
I'll just say that. But I'm not trashing the movie, but I thought it was going to
Yeah.
be a little more intense than what it was. Jeff was saying, I live so far away from anywhere that over the air antenna won't pick up any channels. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I'm
you
sorry,
got
man.
hills and almost mountains, even. I don't know where you're at, but yeah, it's pretty flat where I'm at, so
Same
kind of
here.
helps. But
Most all Iowa's flat.
yeah, you get in some of the corners, it
Yeah.
gets a little different,
North.
but
Yeah. Isn't it the northwest?
northeast.
Nothing. Okay.
Yeah,
I guess.
northeast, you kind of get into some more maybe even down south too. But yeah, I don't know. For the most part, we're pretty flat.
Um,
Yeah, so I still have to move my antenna around every once in a while. It's kind of funny how
do you really?
yeah, the weather will. I honestly am using an antenna that should not work for what I'm at. It's not meant for how far out we are and everything, but it was cheap, and I was like, I'll just try it out, and it worked. But the weather will affect it. So
Really?
yeah, if it's a bright sunny day, hot day, or if it's cloudy and whatever, it's funny. There's once in a while I gotta adjust. It depends on like certain channels. I'll have to adjust the. It's in the house, the antenna, but I have to adjust it a little bit. But that was one good thing about having Dish. They had the cable ran through our TVs when the dish was hooked up, and after we got rid of that, and I got that antenna, I found the little splitter where they had it going off to the other
Hmm.
TVs, and I could hook the antenna directly into that, and it ran off to the.
That's pretty cool.
So someday I might have to buy a better, stronger antenna, but right now, most of the time it works. But
That's
well, I
awesome.
love trashy films, mind you. Yeah, Prince. Prince was saying Juror number 2 messed him up. The ending. I haven't seen it, so
Yeah, I don't spoil it. I
yeah, don't
really
spoil
liked it.
it. Brian was saying, thing is, every cable company raises their prices once or twice a year. Yeah. So even
Yeah.
when streaming, it goes up. Yeah. Yeah. All the streaming services have gone up since I've had them
Remember how
too.
cheap Netflix streaming
Oh,
used to
it
be?
was dirt cheap.
And now it's like $25.
Yeah. To do like the 4K and
Yeah.
everything. And yeah. No, I agree, Brian. Yeah. All of them have been bumping
Yeah.
the price up. I'm waiting for one to be like, you know what? We had a good year. We're going to lower the price. Yeah. Don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
Prince was asking any foreign films you've been watching, Corey. Um, this is where I'm bad again. My memory. I gotta look at my app here. I'm trying to think if there's anything recently that.
Well, he's trying to find. I watched Ip Man 2 a couple of weeks ago. Really, really liked that one. That was good.
Oh yeah.
I'd never seen that one before. I had the first one, bought the second one a couple of years ago, 4K, and just finally got to it in my eyes.
Um, I did watch one. Yeah. So this would probably be one. It's called Rare Exports. It's tied into Christmas time. We'll just say that. And Santa Claus and or Krampus type of character. Um, but that's an interesting one. But yeah, Rare Exports was one that I watched. So that would be an international film that I've seen, and that might have been the most recent one that. Yeah, that's
Amelia
probably been.
Perez.
What's that?
Amelia Perez. I watched that. That's foreign, I think.
Hmm,
It's all in
I
Spanish.
I haven't seen
That
that
was
one.
really, really good. That's on Netflix.
I've not seen that one.
It's got Zoe Saldana and Selena Gomez.
Oh, okay. No, I don't know that one.
Yeah,
Prince was saying WWE on
yeah.
Netflix.
January 6th.
So you got Netflix then? Do you have Netflix then, Rich?
Oh yeah,
to
I'll have
watch it?
Netflix. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I
I
figured
don't pay
if
for
you were.
Netflix. I'm lucky enough to get it for free.
Oh, but you got her, so
Yeah.
you'll be able to watch it.
Oh yeah. I'd get it if I didn't.
Yeah. Movie Hunter was saying over the air broadcasting is so much better now. Yeah. The FCC made them go digital and use the higher frequencies, allowing the lower frequencies to be used for the new 5G network towers. Oh, I
I
didn't
did
know
not know.
I didn't know all that behind it, but I do agree that the image, the quality is
Yeah.
much better now. Jeff was saying Netflix used to run on nothing internet. Netflix used to run on nothing internet. I remember running it nicely on Xbox 360 on 4 megabits DSL in 2007. Yeah, when it first started out, it was, I mean, there wasn't a whole lot to choose from on there either, but I had an old Roku, makes the Roku boxes and Roku sticks or whatever. I had one of their first Roku boxes. It was a big, just
Remember
square
those?
box. And I still remember the day when they finally sent a thing like, we're not going to support that device anymore and you got to buy a new one. So I had to go get something else. But yeah, I wasn't on very fast internet and I remember watching it. I'd have to buffer. It'd kind of load for a while and then the movie would start up and sometimes have to redo that sometime before the movie was over too. But Brian was saying, I'm on fiber since 2020, 1 gig down and up. My price keeps going up through with AT&T. I do get max 1080p ad free included. Oh, cool. At least you
Cool.
get that with it.
Yeah.
Um, I'm trying out right now, actually. Ours, right now, that I'm on right this instant is 1 gig. It's supposed to be 1 gig up and down. That I'm trying out. But we were using, which I might end up going back to, was 500 megs up and down. And that seemed to do a good job, but I can tell a difference when we're downloading a bigger file or like a game or, something like that. But We got Caveman in here saying, "Hey there,
Hey,
everyone."
what's up, caveman? I hope you're doing good.
I
I
hadn't
hope
seen
your
you in a
health
while,
is getting.
man. Yeah,
Hope your health is getting better, man. Still
absolutely,
thinking and praying for you.
absolutely. Good to see you.
Yeah,
A lot of highs to Guy. Jeff was saying Netflix used to be $7.99 for stream, yeah, and $7.99 for DVD, and $12.99 for both. Those were the days.
yeah,
Yeah, I did the DVD thing forever, and then I
me too.
remember they started introducing the stream, and I remember doing the. I did both, but then I still remember the day where they finally came out and said, if you want to keep DVDs coming to you, they're going to start charging more. So you had either had to drop the DVD and just do the streaming, or start paying more for it. But yeah, Ip Man is a legendary franchise. Uh, this is for Rich. Last foreign thing I watched was Bull.
Yeah. Oh no, I watched another one after that. It was Ip Man, Ip Man Two. Bull was phenomenal. That was a, as you know, me, David, by the numbers, was only newer movies, and Caveman has been trying to push this movie called Bull. I was like, what is this bullshit? No pun intended. Um, I said, no, we do new movies. And he said, Rich, watch Bull, watch Bull. I was like, okay. I did it for one of my live streams, and wow, so glad he recommended that movie.
Well, I don't know that one. I'll write it
Um,
down.
I think it's available on Tubi somewhere. I think it's free somewhere. I think.
I'll check for it. I'll check for it.
Yeah,
But no, I'll write
that
it down.
was good. It's a good action revenge um, movie.
Asking where that's from, and Caveman said Irish. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Saying hi
It's
back
a
and
good
forth.
movie, man. I would like to add that to my collection someday.
Bull.
Yeah.
Yeah. Caveman was saying pacemaker replacement is scheduled for this coming Tuesday. Oh, I hope we'll be thinking about you, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely. Let's see.
Sorry, I'm trying to hurry up here.
It's okay.
Jeff was saying, I'm not sure if I would notice much of a difference to go down from 1 gig to 500 megabytes, but it's only, well, for you, that to me, okay, if I was in your shoes, I mean, do whatever you want to. If I was in your shoes, if it's only $5 difference, I would probably spend the $5 and go with the gig.
Hmm.
Mine's a bigger difference than that, but I'm just trying. I'm just trying it out for a month. I was playing around. I don't know. I do stupid stuff like that once in a while. What's the faster like? Try it out for a month. My price difference is $10 or $20 lower, but I would lose the free max, so it wouldn't really be a net gain. Yeah, Max is good. There's a lot of good stuff on Max. I really enjoy it, honestly. For a while, I was trying to get my wife and daughter to check out Max. They always watched Netflix. I like Max, and I'm like, well, just watch it. See what you think about it to see whether we could get rid of Netflix, and they weren't going for it. So, uh, Rich, I know you watched your first Filipino movie outside on Netflix. What are some of the positives about that film? It's very long, understandable.
It was. I mean, that's the zombie one, right? Remind me. That's the zombie one.
I don't know
Uh,
that one. So,
let me look it up. Um, I have to go to. I'm trying to remember. Uh, yeah, I did like it. I thought the dad was kind of a dick. Um, the special effects were cool. I mean, it was an average, your normal zombie story. Um, yeah, I think it's worth checking out. It is long. It is an hour and 31 or 131 minutes for a zombie movie. That's long. You're muted.
sorry, I do that.
That's okay.
So, like, yeah, just over 2 hours, kind of a
The special
two
effects in
time.
it were cool. Oh, and I liked how did they talk? Was this the way they communicated? I thought that was kind of cool. How they kind of had communication in the zombies.
I wrote that down. I don't know that
Yeah,
one.
yeah,
I'll have to check that out.
yeah.
Just
That
saying.
is a win. I will say that outside is a win.
Yeah, that was a good one for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's no Train to Busan, but
That's a good one. Yeah,
hmm
I really like that one. Movie Hunter saying looks like Bulls on YouTube, free with ads.
okay.
That means I might be able to get it without ads because I pay
Yeah,
for
you
pre
paid that
the
ridiculous price.
the stupid price. I better watch some movies without commercials on them or ads
Yeah,
on them because I pay the stupid money for it. But
yeah.
okay. But do you have anything in your life that you pay for that you're like, okay, I like that, but I know it's stupid? And somebody said, if somebody argued with me that it's stupid, I wouldn't argue with them too long, but I still pay it. And I don't know. That's just
Um,
one of those I wish I could kick,
I used
but
to pay for it. I ain't gonna lie.
mm. It
I
used to be
paid
a lot
for it.
cheaper though too. But
Well, I think when I stopped paying, it was like $13,
yeah,
$15. So it wasn't that long ago.
yeah, yeah. No, it's when
Oh,
it
it's on
started, it
Peacock.
was
That's what it is. Yeah, you're right. That's where I watched it. Thank you,
all on
Caveman.
Peacock.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I knew it was somewhere I didn't have to pay for it. I mean, I am, but I'm not.
It was included. You
Yeah.
didn't have to pay extra for it. But yeah, no, I have Peacock as well. So
hmm
Max says Criterion. Yeah, they do. They have a good mix of movies. They have a
They do.
Criterion. If you dig into older movies too, they have a cool Turner Classic Movies, the TCM. They have a cool section of those as well.
That's well, I think Max is hands down the best streaming service because it has quality
There's a lot
over
of good stuff on
quantity.
there,
Yeah.
and a lot of
'Cause
series too. A lot of
mhm.
shows. There's a lot of and some of the HBO shows that they still have on there too. So I was
Yeah.
actually just talking about trying to go back through. I've not watched every single season, but I watched quite a bit of Sopranos, and I had thought about trying to go back and
I've never seen it.
go through that. So from what I've seen of it, I like it, but you have to be into the whole mobster gangster
Right.
type thing. But some not everybody is. But yes, it's a zombie one. Yep.
Yeah.
There's the Peacock for that one. Brian was saying price just went up another $5 to $85. Any more price hikes, and I'll have to try to haggle a price, which I hate. Yeah, I do that on. Yeah, never hurts to ask. Like
Yeah.
on a lot of your services, that you might get a no, but never hurts to ask. Oh, Brian, I pay 95 and get zero perks. Oh, for your gig, that's not a bad price though. I don't
I
think it's.
pay 90 for my gig.
Yeah.
And I don't get any perks. The perks I get, I don't have issues with it. That's the one. That's the one thing.
The gig I get, if I stay with the gig, it's going to be more than that, but I get like a month to try it out. My that's a Yeah, no, ours is more than that, but I get a little bit offset for my work from working from
Oh, that's
home.
good.
They'll do a little. No, I mean it's not the whole thing, definitely not, but they give a little bit, so it helps offset the cost of it a little bit. But asking if he has any competition. Where I'm at, I don't. That's why my prices are higher than that. They just don't have any competition.
Yeah. Iowa, there really isn't a lot of competition.
Yeah, right
Like,
there. Zero competition, small town living. Yep. Yep.
yeah.
Me too, Jeff. Me too. Um, it'll be interesting to see when, because Amazon is talking about putting up a bunch of low orbit, high speed
Mhm.
internet satellites, and it'll be interesting to see what happens with all that when that gets going. Um, but anyway, I know we're like approaching 3 hours here. I don't know how you're doing,
Oh
or
shit, we are anyway. I didn't even realize.
I didn't either. I was just kind of looking
Yeah.
up. I'm not rushing anything, but I
No,
just
man,
want
I'm
to throw
good.
that out there. If you're good or not good, or
I'm good.
okay. Um, I just
I'll just
happened
read
to
the
look
chat.
up and I was like, wow. Um, but we can, yeah. If you want to roll for a little longer, we can.
Yeah,
Or
I'm good to go for a
okay,
little longer
okay,
if you are. Yeah.
yeah. Um, Jeff was saying, "True, Rich, no issues is a great perk." Yeah, that's my perk. I guess I get
Yeah.
with mine. So for sure. Brian was saying I only have I don't know what that one is. I won't try to pronounce it. I'll say it wrong.
Breeze
Cable,
line cable.
which I dropped to switch to AT&T. Didn't go well, so I didn't
Mhm.
want to switch back. Plus, their speeds are. Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. That's definitely you're not going to be a big fan of that if it's slower speeds and they're something's not going well for you on that. But yeah, it's kind of crazy how. Yeah, I know we've. Yeah, it's kind of funny how these chats go where we end up, and we're talking about internet speeds and providers and stuff. But with a lot of things that we watch, there's a lot of streaming, and that's
Hmm.
a big thing for it. But did I miss a chat that just came up? I saw you
No,
smile.
don't spoil it, caveman.
Oh, okay. I'll watch out for his then.
Yeah. Oh, he
Um.
didn't really spoil it,
Oh,
spoil it,
okay.
but
Uh,
yeah, because you're absolutely right, caveman. It is.
Jeff was saying Amazon Internet could be good as this coming February. Starlink has basically fed my family for 4 years. Oh, because that's with your job. Okay.
Oh, that's cool, dude.
And I know that's a big one too. But
Yeah.
um,
I hear people rave about Starlink.
yeah, I just never did it just because where I'm at, we had a local, it's a phone cooperative. It's, they do the phone service and internet. And they just, like I said, their prices are a little higher, but zero problems and super fast speeds. So it's kind of like, yeah, that's
Mhm.
what we've always gone with. Um, I didn't know what that was with horror. Oh, caveman with the horror. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
question mark. Yeah, I know that's not a big. But are you doing good? I don't want to keep you too
No,
off guard.
I just get the yawns. That's okay.
Okay,
I'm
no,
good.
no, it's okay.
Yeah.
You'll never hurt my feelings. You'll never hurt my feelings. So I just didn't want you to be like, Corey will not shut up talking.
No, the chat's been great. I
Oh
love it.
yeah, they're going like crazy. It's awesome in a good
Yeah.
way. In a good way. Uh, What's the price for Star? If you can get fiber, always go fiber. Yeah, that's what
Oh, yeah.
we were looking into start. But this was a long time ago when we moved in here. We didn't have the fiber, and I was looking at Starlink. But at that time, this would have been like 17 years ago or more, almost 18 years ago, and it was just not there. And then luckily it didn't take too long where they finally dug some fiber in where we could hook up to it. And that made a world of difference for sure. Wish the price for Starlink was cheaper. Would love to use them. Yeah. I wish everything was cheaper. It
Yeah, me
just doesn't.
too.
Everything's too expensive. Um, Speaking of like expensive, we were like joking around about like steelbook prices. It's kind of funny how like, and even like 4K or Blu-ray, some of the day one releases,
Yeah.
it's kind of crazy what they're coming out of the gates for at this point. Well, I'm kind of surprised, and it seemed like it was a pretty fast jump to me. I don't know, maybe I just wasn't paying attention, and all of a sudden I'm like, wow, that seems expensive, But did you feel the same way? Like some of these
Yeah, I did.
prices right out of the day one prices where they're
When you
starting out
see
at,
$25 for a Blu-ray, that's
or
ridiculous.
more.
Yeah.
Like
27.99. Yeah, no.
there's
That
some
just
I'm seeing like $30 almost for a day one
really?
Blu-ray.
I
Yeah.
guess I haven't seen that yet. I've just seen the
Oh gosh.
25,
Yeah.
27.
I'm not saying all of them, but there was like some where I'm like, what? And then you get the 4Ks at 30 plus, like
Yeah.
and then we're talking about some of the steel books that are like, there's been some that have been like 50 plus, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
that's ridiculous.
oh, that Deadpool Wolverine has been one of them.
That
That
made me laugh. The people complaining because they didn't get price adjusted. They were charged the $70.
well, I'm like, that's what they put the
Yeah, that's
price
what you
tag
get.
for, yeah.
That's what you get. You place the order.
But even like right now, I don't even know if they have any out here for sale. Even you can get the Amazon UK one, the import of Deadpool Wolverine 4K Steelbook for 42.10.
Yeah, no.
But I'm like, and the regular 4K is $30. But even that just seems,
Yeah.
I don't know. I get spoiled. I guess with the past, I don't know how many years where we had so many Black Friday sales where you're getting 9.99 4Ks,
Yeah.
and it's hard to go to. I don't know. I have a hard time that 30 plus mark. I'm not
Yeah.
saying I'll never do
29.
it. I'm not saying I will
Yeah.
never do it,
But
but
29.99 I think is you that's the way it should stay or go lower. $30 I don't mind. Paying $30 for Wild Robot 4K, I don't mind.
I just did. It ended up being just over $30 with the shipping, but uh, the Godzilla, there was a Godzilla US website that they came out with another
Hmm.
release of that minus one that's coming out in January. That it's the 4K of minus one and the Blu-ray of the minus color, the black and white
Hmm.
version of it. So it had both of them together. So I ended up ordering that one, but that was one of the steelbooks that I wanted really bad, but they were going for some pretty high prices as well.
I ended up getting the 4K of Godzilla minus one with had some Walmart cash. I had some promotional codes and stuff for like $5.
Oh, dude.
Because, oh,
Yeah. So yeah, that's an easy decision.
yeah, I saved my Walmart cash. You know what Walmart cash is, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I save all that up
Yeah.
and I'll
You
buy
kind
a
of forget
movie.
about it sometimes. And then you're just
Yeah.
like, oh, I can go get a free movie almost or whatever.
Hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd go for that too. But that was one I really enjoyed. That was a surprise one for me too,
Yeah.
where
That
I
was
like
really
that
good.
one. I wish I could have seen it in the theater.
It was so
Uh,
funny. I was watching it. My son loves Godzilla,
yeah.
like the MonsterVerse ones, and he was like, "Dad, this is cool, but I don't understand one word they're saying." Like,
Yep.
it made me laugh.
Yep. No, that happens. But Jeff was saying nothing is cheap except HamiltonBook.com. You can get some good deals off of there.
Yeah.
I check them out every
Groove is
once in a
pretty
while.
cheap.
Yeah, you can get some good deals on Groove. I just got a few movies in from Groove, and I have a few more on the way. They were running some good sales, and
Yeah.
they're worth, yeah,
They're
both
worth
of those
pre-ordering
sites.
from.
Yes, yep, yeah. I check both of those out quite often. So, yeah, so when you're talking about Blu-ray.com, so I think Blu-ray.com, HamiltonBook.com, and Groove.com. I frequent those websites quite
Yeah.
often and just look for little sales and things that they have going on. I don't buy from them all the time, but once in a while they got some good things running.
Hmm.
So, Kimmy, I was saying, so do you use Bran for your fiber? No, I don't.
Uh,
Dad joke.
I
I didn't
got
get it
it.
at first. Yeah, now I got it. No, I do not.
Like I was pissed because I loved Inside Out too. That was my number one movie of the
I
year
haven't seen that
un-
one yet either.
until Wild Robot came out, and I was like, I don't want to pay $45
That's a
for the
lot.
fucking steelbook. I was
That's a
like,
lot.
why doesn't no one have the regular 4K? Because I was looking on all the website and no one had it. And I was like, oh, them bastards. That's the only way to get the 4K was through that steelbook.
Only sell the most expensive one.
Yeah, so I ended up getting it.
I want to see that one.
It's on
I
Disney Plus.
Oh, I just got that again. Yeah, I keep on forgetting I had it. I didn't have it for a while, but I just got
Uh,
that again. We got a deal through one of our things where we're getting the Disney Plus and Hulu now. Not
they have a
the
good deal for Max. Is it Hulu, Disney Plus,
and
and
Max are
Max? I
through,
think
and I
for like
think
16.99. I think.
yeah, I didn't do. I just did. They had another deal on that was just Disney Plus and Hulu that I did for this Black Friday. So I just got that again. I keep on forgetting I have it now, so I need to go out and watch that one. But Max already had, but that was at a different time of the year. I can't remember what it was. I paid for a year, but it was like steeply discounted. They had some weird. I had had it one time and canceled it, and it was like one of those like, hey, if you come back for 1 year, you can get it for. I can't remember what the price was, but it was
Right.
significant. Where I was like, okay, I'll do that. And not for free, but definitely cheaper than what I what
Yeah.
what the regular price was. But Movie Hunter was saying, I mean, one steel book on the 17th is only $20. Which one is that?
Yeah.
There are some that are still cheaper, but yeah, just some of the
Yeah.
new release ones. Jeff was saying, nah, it should be $19.99 for blue and $24.99 to $27.99 for 4K for standard slips.
I'm okay with that too. But I mean,
I'd be
20.99 is
okay.
pushing.
That's what I mean, like that $30 threshold where I'm like, and I know some of them
Mhm.
were, I know a lot of them were older movies. I'll say that, but you had that stretch there at Best Buy even where you were getting these like really cool steel books, like the Lion Gates one, like the steel books with the slips, and they were doing cool things, and the 4K Blu-ray digital code, and they were like $20 or like
Mhm.
$25 or what. And I know things go up in price, but it just seems like there was like this quick jump
Yeah.
between those. It was kind of jarring, but
It really saw the price increase once Best Buy went out.
yeah. Walmart had them for a little bit at the cheaper price, but yes, I agree. Like it did not take too long after
Are
the
you still
Best Buy.
seeing the discounted movies at your Walmarts?
Just once in a while, and it's weird. There's like so within like a 45-minute radius of me, I can hit like four of them. I don't go out of my way, but if I'm traveling for work or personal stuff and I happen to be close to one, I'll jump in. And there's been one of them that they don't have the bins anymore, the $5 bins. But once this one, they started doing a clearance end of one of the caps. And once in a while, I don't know if I have them right here or not. Once in a while, I'll find. So this was one I just grabbed. And you can see the big price. It's got the sticker on it and everything. But Bad Boys Ride or Die Steelbook 4K for 1835.
Yeah, man.
That wasn't
I
too
had
bad.
that
I didn't think for
pre-ordered
that.
and it got canceled. That's a nice steelbook.
Well, and that's where that so that was like one on their clearance racks, and they have some other ones
Yeah,
too that I started opening them cheaper than that. I got the First Blood Stallone
yeah,
Steelbook, and then I just happened to I got to put them away here sometime, and then the two movie the Red
yeah.
Steelbook slip. So, and I can't remember what the prices on were those, but it was cheaper than this one. But I was really surprised. This was not. It's not that old, and it still goes for a decent amount. But they just happen to have it in their little clearance rack. But it's just kind of hit or miss. It's weird. What about you
There's there's
on yours?
one. It's in Illinois. It's about an hour away from me. It was like a mecca. I wish I had more cash at the time. They had like huge. It wasn't a bin, but it was like in the middle of like in the middle of the aisle,
Yeah.
and it was probably like this. It's hard to tell what I'm doing, but like this deep, full of steel books. There is probably 150 steel books sitting there.
Oh, really?
Uh, Half of them were discounted. I said, "Oh
I would get in
man,
so much trouble.
yeah." I just walked away. I made a video of it. It's on my where did I put it?
Oh,
I
I
think it's
missed
on
that
my
one.
Instagram. It's on my Instagram somewhere.
I'll have to check that out.
Um, Maybe it's YouTube. I don't remember. Um, but yeah, it was like they had all kinds of steel books, and I want to go back. I haven't been back yet.
No, that's tough because there's I
That's
don't
where I
know
go to my Sam's. It's about an hour away. I don't like the one in Cedar Rapids. I go to the one in Quincy.
Sam's Club.
Hmm.
They have movies.
No, this
Oh,
is the
just to
Walmart.
go.
That's
Oh,
where I just. That's
oh,
where
I
I go
gotcha.
to the Walmart in
Sorry, I thought you
Quincy.
were saying they
Yeah,
have
yeah.
movies. Oh,
They're right
really? I
next to
was
each
like, I'll
other.
go check it out.
They used to. Do you remember that when Sam's used to have movies?
No, I never really went to Sam's. Yeah.
Oh man, Sam's used to have a crap. I don't know if you guys remember that, but Sam's used to have a ton of movies.
No, I don't remember that. I guess
Yeah, they used to have a huge section of movies.
Brian was saying there was a lot of 12.99 4Ks Black Friday week.
I saw that.
I I had a couple things to come in, but there was quite a few that I already had. But no,
Hmm.
that's still good. But I still miss. I know I'm being picky now at this point, but like last year and years before, where it was a lot of those were like $9.99. You
Uh-huh.
know, one I
Yeah.
did grab. I just happen to have it here. Like I said, I got a lot of stuff I got to put away. I upgraded my Blu-ray of Whiplash, So that
Oh,
was one
nice.
that
That's a good movie.
I grabbed the 4K of from those Black Friday sales. But yeah, I enjoy that one quite a bit. But I had the
Mhm.
Blu-ray, but I was like, I pulled the trigger on. It didn't seem like that was one that dropped in price a whole lot. But Jeff was saying, "Oh, Corey, that's the Godzilla set I want. You get both versions. Great for us that have waited." Yeah. Well, there's the one steelbook or some. There's some crazy nice set. I think it's an import, but you could buy it in the U.S. That originally it had both of them. That I really would love to have, but
Wasn't there a Digibook?
it was
That
yeah
one?
yeah. I think that's the one I'm thinking
Yeah.
of. But
Oh.
it was pretty pricey.
It's like $60, I think.
Yeah, or more. I can't
Yeah,
remember.
maybe it was more than that.
It probably was around there, but I think that was at the time, and I'm still there too, where I'm just like, I gotta start. I don't know, just
Hmm.
being smarter about where I'm spending my money and things. And I could get it, but I don't know. So yeah, this one that I got, it has both versions, and it's not the cool set. And I'll love seeing somebody open it up and show it off on a video. I'll watch it all day long, but that's what I ended up going with. But yeah, I think it was like $24, $25, but then they had like $8 of shipping, and
Yeah.
so it's still, yeah, I was in the low 30s for that one. But 80s was saying screw that Willow Steelbook with the price here was 55, and in France same thing was 20. Yeah, you post. I remember seeing you. You either said that on one of your videos or I saw something on that. I just ordered the French version with tax, shipping, and dollars to euro rate. I'm all in at $48. Okay, that's crazy. You can buy it and import it and ship it from overseas, and be in less than than what you'd buy it from the U.S. That's crazy.
Sorry,
So
that's me.
no, that's all right. So make your things die.
It's my battery's not yet.
Sorry.
That's okay.
Like I said, you throw your hand up, I'm not going to take offense. I know I just keep on talking sometimes. Say, I ordered the
That's okay, man.
slipcover version, by the way. Oh, for the Willow. That's pretty cool. I'll be looking for you to show it on a video. I'll be watching. Disney is really squeezing us collectors right now. Yeah, they have some high prices on stuff.
They do.
Columbia Classics Volume 4 is currently going for 87. Yeah, I saw that. I almost thought about it because one of the movies is a Criterion that I almost bought a couple times. His Girl Friday, I think it is. Uh, and I was thinking like, well, that one by itself on sale for Criterion is, I think it's like 25. It's a little more because it comes with a lot of extras on the Criterion, but I almost got that. Yeah, I have the volume 3. It's behind some stuff up here, but that I got, and I saw it dropping down again. It was like $63 when I got it or something. And that was like a no-brainer at that point. 87 is still a great deal for that, don't get me wrong, for all the 4Ks and the set that it is, but if it dropped a little lower, I'd maybe go for it. I don't know. I didn't pull the trigger yet on it. Walmart has the Willow Steelbook for 46 right now. Okay.
That's insane. The movie's not even that good.
I I honestly, it'd be a first time watch for me again. It's been so long ago. But Subjective Perspective Collective, how we doing, man? I haven't seen you in a long time. How's it going? I know I've been bad about Dirk jumping out to your channel as well too. I've seen your notifications pop up once in a while, but usually it's like it's not a spot where I can get to it. I know, excuses, but I appreciate you jumping in and saying hi. But yes, the prices are getting stupid, redonkulous for sure.
Yeah.
Saying hi to Dirk. The Mean One. It's a new Xmas horror film. I don't know anything about that one.
Isn't it like a spinoff of The Grinch? I think I seen the
Probably.
poster for it.
Sounds like it would be.
Yeah.
Jeff was saying more than 50% markup on the average steelbook now, it seems. Sadly, my Walmart hasn't had any clearance movies in it about months. Like I said, I have 4 of them. I don't get to them all the time, but when I'm in the area, I won't go out of my way to them, but I'll stop in. there's only one that's really been doing a clearance section now that had any type of movies, and it's kind of hit or miss. I got pretty lucky twice and got some pretty nice ones. Or to me, I was happy with what I got, but there's been a couple times I've stopped in and it was nothing that I was interested in anyway. But definitely no 4Ks or steelbooks. But I've really honed in my buying, very selective these days. Oh, absolutely. FOMO has no control. I love that hashtag. I had to read that slowly so I didn't mess up. Yeah, that's great, Dirk.
Yeah.
I've I think it's a common theme. I've cut back quite a bit this year too. Uh, I don't know, just being a little more conscious about where I'm throwing the dollars because there's so many other things that are getting more expensive too. But saying to Jeff, F Disney, I bought Terminator 4K, but I won't buy their stuff if I can help it. I have Hulu, but won't get Disney Plus or ESPN Plus. I don't blame you, Brian. The only reason I have ESPN Plus and Disney Plus right now is it was a deal through one of our things. So basically, I'm getting it super, super discounted. And so I don't blame you. But I do have it again. I did cancel it for quite a while, though. Saying hi to Dirk. Menards has. I haven't seen that. Yeah, I've seen Menards have movies before. I haven't been in one for a long time, or when I do go in there,
The
I
one
don't think about looking.
here has a good section. It's like a big square
Yeah,
thing that they.
I have to go back and next time I'm there, I'll have to go check it out.
Uh,
Who knows? Maybe tomorrow. I might be driving by one actually. Maybe I'll have to stop in see what they got. Do a video content, right? It is a saying you only live once. Get the cool set. Yep. Steve was saying, "Hey, caveman, great to see you here. Hope all's well with you, bro." Saying hi. Caveman was saying, "Volume 4 includes Starman TV series." I saw that. I think the first time I'm sure other people have said it too, but one of the first times I saw that, it was, um, oh gosh, who did I see? Oh, I'm trying to blank. I'm blanking on it now, but I do remember seeing an unboxing of that and showing that there was the TV series in there. It didn't really advertise it a whole lot, I don't think, but yeah, with Bryce with the TV series included. There you go. You guys are still going. Thanks. I'm running here.
yeah.
Willow Steelbook was nearly $60 when it was first released. Ridiculous. Yeah, that's too high for me.
Yeah. For a shitty movie.
I don't care what movie. I mean, that's just like Deadpool and Wolverine. I ended up really enjoying that one. I had a lot of fun with it, but
I actually like the slipcover better.
yeah, okay. Well, I mean, fair enough. I mean, but man, when I saw that Steelbook for like 55 to 60, whatever, I'm like, no, I can't. No, I mean, I can, but it's just, I don't know. At a certain
Yeah,
point, you're
you
just like,
gotta draw a line somewhere.
yeah, just like I'm not going to do that. I'll get it some other time. But saying hi to Steve. Movie Hunter was saying I have contemplated my steel book or my steel collection lately. Wow, I can't read. Yeah, kind of
I
whether
don't
you're
know
gonna
how
get
you do
more
it,
or
man.
get harder
Whew.
to keep up. What were you gonna say? Sorry, I kind of talked over you there.
No, I don't know how he does it.
They're pricey. I mean,
Yeah.
Jeff was saying I've never heard of Menards. Show me a store. Oh, it's actually like a hardware store. Like we usually go there for like lumber and like paint and like home
Uh-huh.
supplies
You've
and
never heard of Menards? You're kidding me.
well, just the part of the country he's in. It
Oh,
just
that's
might
true.
not.
That's right. That's right.
It might just. I never know where that sometimes with franchises you don't just never know what
That's
states they
true.
roll into.
My mind
Yeah.
was brain farting.
Think of a more local like Home Depot or Lowe's, if you heard of
Yeah.
those. Like that's their competition probably is Home Depot and Lowe's. That
Yeah.
they're bigger, more nationwide. So it's like that but having movies in there. But they've done some different things too, where they'll have food in there. Like I know some
I
people
like
there's
the Menards, and the Burlington one is
yeah.
really nice.
Well, I know some people that there's some food items that are like, oh yeah, I go there for this or that. Or um, my dad, he bought the bed that he has right now. He bought the mattress from Menards. You know, like it's kind of crazy. They were kind of
Uh-huh.
spreading out to a lot of different things. No, I'll have to if I get by there tomorrow, I'll have to look and see if they got if mine has movies in it or not. Um, I'm just trying to defeat FOMO like you, brother. Yeah, it's hard.
It is.
I've
But
been
once you
good.
do it, it's great.
Yeah. But even after you do it and you're like, oh, I got this, every once in a while something pops up and I'm like, oh, I want to buy it. Or at least that's what happens to me anyway. But yeah, one day at a time, Steve. Yeah, right. Yep. Yep. That's all you can do. Uh, Willow must really have come up short for you, Rich. Is that a little joke with I'm assuming?
Yeah, that's a caveman joke.
All right. I figured the way that was highlighted there. No Menards down here in the swamplands either. No, that's all right. I mean, I never know what it's around the Midwest quite a bit, but
Mm.
yeah, if you think of like a Home Depot or a Lowe's, it's kind of like that. But that's what's kind of weird when you think of movies being in there. But I guess whatever. Brian, I refuse to pay over $50 for Avatar Collector's Edition, even though it's one of my favorite movies. I waited about 9 months and bought it on eBay for 33. Well, there you go.
Uh,
Good for you, getting it cheaper. No Menards here in my neck of the woods in New York. Yeah, we'll have to look it up
I didn't
sometime.
know this. I did not know this.
Yeah, it's kind of hard when you think about it. I mean, it's kind of when you think of grocery stores. Like, there's some in certain parts of the country where
Like
people
high
are like,
V, it's not
yeah.
everywhere.
So yeah, like we're high V, but somebody else might be Piggly Wiggly or
Yeah,
Fiesta Mart, or I've seen others in different parts of the country where people are other
like
parts of
Kroger's or somewhere.
yeah, or Kroger's or Safeway or Fairway or yeah, and then some people are like, I never. What are you talking about? But, and I just lost my spot in the chat. Yeah, yeah, Steve. No Menards here in Los Angeles. Yeah. Now we know how centralized it is. It's
Yeah.
right in the Midwest, probably. But a lot of highs back and forth. Um, but no, man. Do you have anything coming up here that you want to throw out? Like, while I'm
Yeah,
thinking about it before
yeah,
I
kind of.
forget.
Next week I'm having Ben Buster on. Um, I don't know if it's going to be on my channel or the Faces for Radio channel. Still kind of debating on what to do with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, but we'll do a comic talk, relaunching comic talk, and we're going to be talking some new number ones from DC Comics: Absolute Superman, or Batman, and Absolute Wonder Woman. We'll be discussing those three issues, and then just talking to him about his love of comics.
Oh, it's cool. Um, yeah, I haven't seen him around for a little while too, but
Uh, and
we got the
then,
got the train
um,
going.
yeah,
No, I was kidding. I always know when you're on because every once in a while you hear the train go by.
yeah. Um,
But what were you going to say? Sorry.
Wednesday I might do a live. I haven't decided, depending on what my work schedule is. I might have to work an extra day next week, so I might do a live Wednesday night. But
Okay.
I got to do Prince's movie that he asked me to review and score. So I'll do that. I might do that the following week. I don't know.
So Wednesday, is anything particular or just kind of a fun stream, or what were you looking at with that one?
I thought this would be a fun stream.
Yeah.
I was gonna put. I had three movies in mind. I was gonna do that Absolution, Diddy, which is on Peacock, and the 4:30 movie. Um, I was gonna score those. I mean, I've already scored them, but I was gonna score them on the air, and then go over some movie news. I like doing movie news. I like watching the trades. Yeah, that was really all I was going to do Wednesday, but then Thursday is Comic Talk.
No, I always appreciate you throwing out some of that info on those things. I'm bad about following up with a lot of the movie news and some of those things. So it's always nice to. I'm
Yeah,
glad
I like
people
doing
like
that.
you will do that, so I can just
Yeah.
listen and be
Yeah, I
lazy and
like
take
doing
it
it.
in.
That was the thing when we did our movie news at five. When me and Dave
Yeah,
did that,
yeah,
I was the one putting the news together. He would do the obituaries, and then that was um, our thing.
yeah. No, there's a lot of good info there. That's what's cool. I mean, everybody kind of gets their little things that they do on YouTube, and
Yeah.
you got a good mix, I think. Of the things you're throwing out there. So,
I'm still trying to find my feet. I don't know. Do I keep the? It was hard to get into the Faces for Radio account,
yeah,
just because it was all under Dave's
right,
stuff,
right,
and it might just be easier to just use my channel
yeah.
for Faces for Radio, just so I don't have to worry about. You can always go back and watch those.
Oh, sure, yeah,
Um, but it's just might just be easier for me and less stress trying to do two channels at the same time.
yeah.
I don't know. I haven't really decided. Oh,
Well,
excuse me.
just take it as you go, man. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, just feel it out, and you got to do what works, and I'm
yeah.
sure it'll be
Because
good either way.
we never really. Well, we. In my mind, it is kicking myself. You know, David was going to give me all this information, and I said, "No, dude, you got this." I wasn't.
Yeah,
Like I wasn't gonna. In my mind, he was gonna beat it and just be
yep,
Dave. And I didn't think, what happened.
yeah. Well, you never want to. Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
want to ever think about that. So that's natural. That's how I would have been too. Yeah,
Uh,
and then yeah, but yeah, I think it'll be good either way. I'm glad you're. I know he'd want you to keep on running with stuff. I mean, it's something you enjoy doing,
I
and
did. Yeah.
um, movies are something you really love, and the comics and the movie news, and yeah, no, just feel it out and kind of go as you. I talk like it's not like I know anything, but just feel it out and just do what feels right. And, if you need to
Yeah.
make adjustments here or there or change things up a little bit here or there, it'll be good.
That's
Just
one
keep
thing I
going with
like.
it.
Everybody's been so kind. Reaching out. Hey, just like what you're doing, saying exactly what you're saying. It's just nice to have that reassurance. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
yeah, no, for sure. Well, we love seeing you around. So like definitely, whatever you feel comfortable doing or getting out there and
yeah.
having fun with, we're here for you, man.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you having me
Yeah.
on. I was excited to come on.
That's
I
excited
always
to have you on. So
excited to. I always like movie club because it's always fun. Like I
yeah,
said, the last two people had never heard of, and I was turned on to their um, stuff. And
yeah,
yeah,
no, it was very good. Well, I tell you what, how about I do one last speed run through the comments and
yeah,
we'll
let's do
we'll
that.
wrap her up here. I know I've kept you quite a while, so I
That's okay.
appreciate I appreciate it, and everybody that's been hanging out in the chat,
Yeah, that's what I appreciate is
I really
hanging in the chat
appreciate
with
it.
us.
Yeah, but we'll do one last speed run here, and then I definitely could talk to you longer. That just means we're going to do it again, right?
Yeah, awesome.
We'll just do it again sometime. I'm up for it as long as you can
Me
put up
too.
with me.
Yeah,
um, I'm going to run through here just real quick here. A lot of highs back and forth. We'll see. Maybe there's more highs back and forth. But
someone here has. I don't know where you're at.
I'm trying to catch up. What do you got? Who is it?
There's Anthony. Wait a minute. I gotta go. I liked it. 7 out of 10. There's somebody had a question here and I lost it.
Oh,
Question. Subject perspective
oh,
collective.
there you go, Dirk.
Yeah.
Yep, there we go. What upcoming film are you most hyped about? For me, it's Eggers Nosferatu. We were kind of hitting on that a little bit
Yeah.
earlier, but I know I'm really excited. That's one I really want to see, Dirk. I really
Yeah.
want
I'll
to
go
get
with
out and
that
see that
answer
one.
too. Yeah.
Yeah. For yet coming up this year, or soon, early next year. That's definitely one I want to hit. I don't know if I'll be able to hit it that Christmas weekend, but we'll see. That one, That one I'm excited for.
Yeah.
Anybody seen or recommend Heretic or Oddity? Still on my watch list.
I liked them both. Um, Hugh Grant was phenomenal in Heretic, and Oddity you just have to watch.
I have not seen either one, and both have been recommended to me. So we'll
Yeah,
just say that. But no, I have not seen either one of
yeah,
them, but I want to.
yeah,
So, oh, and Dirk was saying I recommend both. Both
yeah.
pretty good. There you go. And Anthony was saying both. Those are really good, dude. I prefer Heretic though. Okay. Nosferatu in my top 5 horror flicks for this year. Dirk saw an advanced screening, and it's my favorite Robert Eggers since The Witch. That's awesome. That makes me look forward to it too. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I might have to go for Oddity for rewatchability. I've heard a lot of good things about it. I just haven't
Yeah.
seen it yet.
It's a good movie.
I'm so happy, Rich. It's officially in the movie club now, or in the movie
I'm
club
glad to
now.
be here.
Yeah, I know. Mark that off your life goal list, right?
That was funny.
keep on reaching for those stars, right?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll check them out this weekend. Yeah, I want to see both of those too, Steve. They sound a lot really good. Great stream tonight. Chat was booming. Yeah,
Thanks for being here, man.
you all. The
Yeah.
chat was amazing tonight. You always. That's why I get floored by this. I honestly, I'm not like just saying this, but every time I like go live, I'm like, okay, am I gonna have like nobody, nobody in the chat or anything? And people come through and are awesome. And I'd say tonight, you guys were laying it on there, like in a good way.
Yeah.
Like you were a lot of great questions, a lot of
I
comments.
love the questions.
Yeah. Talking back and forth between each other. I love seeing people doing that. That's how you get to, that's what I started off doing and how I got to know a lot of people, doing this. So you all awesome. Awesome.
Well, thanks, Caitlin.
Great seeing you, Rich, as always. Yeah, absolutely. Beard is coming in good, Corey. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet. It's a ongoing project. We'll just say that. We'll see. I don't know I don't really have a plan. I don't usually make a plan for things. I just started letting it go. Y'all be good, or be good at it. Fun time, y'all. Even I got here like, oh no, a great seeing you, Dirk. I appreciate it. Good luck Tuesday.
Yeah, good luck. We'll be thinking about you, bro.
Absolutely. Prince, 2 p.m. here. End it. Yeah.
It's just at midnight here.
Yep. We're wrapping her up here, but no, I'll say this. And Rich, if you don't mind hanging out for just a second after we go off live, but
yeah, okay.
But everybody, I'll just say thank you so much. I'm not just saying it. The chat is the reason why we do these live. You don't get this interaction when you record a video. Those are fun too, but I've gotten hooked on this. You guys are just awesome. The feedback, the questions, just seeing you talk back and forth between each other, it's always a fun time. So whether you were in here the whole time, which a lot of you have been in here a very long time with us, and I truly appreciate it. But whether you were in here the whole time, part of the time, whether you come back for a replay of this, truly appreciate it. The time that time is precious, and if you're choosing to spend some of it with us, I really appreciate that. So we'll just go with that. We'll say, I love y'all. I appreciate everything that you do, jumping in with the chat. Rich, thank you so much for hanging out tonight.
No, thank you for having me.
And everybody, we'll be talking here really soon. So